What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, the first live watch along of the Premier League season for Arsenal. It feels great to be back, I can't lie, man. I remember when the season finished, I was thinking, no international tournament over the summer. It's going to be a long summer, waiting for the football to come back, but it's gone real quick and we're back and 3 points are on the line today. It is the Curtis Shaw derby today, Arsenal against Forest, the Kevin Campbell derby, the Ian Wright derby. He played for both teams, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to the game. We need to win. Obviously, seeing Man City and Haaland last night took away a little bit of the enthusiasm, but we need to do our business and win and get the 3 points today. I have to admit, the team lineup has given me a little bit of, I'm kind of scratching my head a little bit at this team lineup. I don't really understand it, but I'm not going to get carried away. The Matt Turner derby as well. Before we fully get into the team lineup, I suppose the headline news is, I was thinking we're going to see the same team that played against Manchester City in the Community Shield. Gabriel is on the bench today. I don't understand that. Is that an injury? Arsenal have not said anything on their website. There were rumours that Gabriel didn't train yesterday. But the fact he's on the bench, I don't know. There was rumours last night saying Gabriel is not in the squad. So I'm thinking maybe he's injured. But then there was pictures of him training. But people said he trained by himself. So I don't know, but Gabriel is on the bench, which confuses me completely. And Eddie Nketiah starts up front ahead of Trossard, which again, Trossard's got to be sitting there today thinking, what the hell do I have to do to get a start in this team? I mean, he went with Havertz up front. I kind of get that. Havertz cost 65 million. Jesus is out. You want to prove yourself. You want to prove to everybody... hey, big up Maria, man. She's a Forest fan, though, so I can't big you up too much. But he must be thinking, what do I have to do? Jesus comes out, okay, Havertz goes in, big money signing. Now Havertz plays in midfield, and still the brother can't get in the team. Eddie Nketiah starts up front over Trossard. Personally, I don't agree with it. Wouldn't surprise me if Nketiah scored today against Forest, but harsh on Trossard. Cheers, everyone. Big up, everyone. First game back. I don't know how we're lining up. I've seen somebody say that Thomas Partey is playing at right back, which is crazy. They listed it as Partey at right back, Saliba and White at centre back with Timber at left back. Some people are saying we're playing three at the back of White, Saliba and Timber. With Saka and Havertz as wing backs. I have no idea how we're lining up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm confused by it. I don't get it. But the Arsenal team, Ramsdale in goal, Ben White, Saliba and Timber, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah. It's very interesting. Could be 3-4-3, probably White, Saliba, Timber. You would then have Partey, Rice as the two sort of DMs. You'd have Odegaard and Havertz as your sort of wide attacking midfielders. You'd then have Saka and Martinelli as your left winger and right winger, and then Nketiah through the middle. I think going forward, we will have massive, massive overloads against Forest. We will create chances, but defensively, it's a little bit, we haven't played like that the whole of pre-season. So to see us go into the first Premier League game of the season, play in a totally different way is a little bit, it makes you a little bit nervous. You just hope that it all clicks. I think going forward, as I said, we will have massive overloads on Forest because you will have the front three of Saka, Martinelli and Nketiah. You will also have Odegaard and Havertz. So you potentially got 5 players in attack. It's very attacking. It's almost a 5 and a 5. You've got your back 3 with your 2 DMs, and then your 2 attacking mids, your 2 wingers, and your striker. Interesting. Couple interesting bits and bobs. Don't know how relevant or irrelevant this is. Kieran Tierney not on the bench today. I've been saying for the last week, I think Kieran Tierney's future will be elsewhere. I think if you see a decent offer come in for Kieran Tierney before the end of this month, that he will go, which is a shame. a very talented footballer, but equally the way we're playing at the moment, it just doesn't work for him. And I'm seeing here as well, Rob Holding and Kieran Tierney have been left out of the squad for purely tactical reasons. No injury, both trained, both were available. I mean, Rob Holding, I think most Arsenal fans would agree, he should be on his way out anyway. Balogun has put out a tweet saying, "Come on, you Gunners." Again, my opinion, I've stated it a number of times. He should have either been sold for big money or he should be in the squad. But, we don't want to harp on about that too much. He was actually being linked with Tottenham today, which is unbelievable. I don't see that deal happening, of course, but Balogun not even on the bench. I think, again, the same as Kieran Tierney, once they get an offer that gets to the numbers they're looking for, he will be out as well. Zinchenko has trained, but he's not fully fit, apparently. He is not on the bench. Obviously, no problem with him. David Raya apparently is in the stadium today. They didn't get the paperwork done in time for him to be involved today, but he is in the stadium. The deal is done. Apparently, he signed his contract. There should be an announcement video sometime this weekend, and he'll train. He'll start training with the team from Monday. Blue Radical said, "Let's be calm. Takes time to sell players. It is what it is." It is. Taking your time to sell Tierney doesn't worry me. With Balogun, it's that one is different because I kind of feel like he should be playing. But it is what it is. What is my manager name in FPL? Curtis Shaw FC. So have a look. On that one, let's quickly get into the Nottingham Forest team. Matt Turner makes his debut in goal. How amazing is that? Let's hope it's not amazing by the end of the game because he's had the game of his life. Let's hope he's picked the ball out of the net about 4 or 5 times. But Matt Turner, he joined Forest on Tuesday from Arsenal. And yeah, it's an interesting one. I said that, look, if it was me, I would have delayed the deal and not let him play today. Maybe I'm a little bit harsh. Maybe I'm a bit old school. There's no way I'm selling a goalkeeper to the team that we're playing against on Saturday to give him an opportunity to make himself a hero. I would have sold him on Sunday. But the reality is Forest might have been saying, look, we buy him now or we buy somebody else. So it is what it is. Some people saying online Balogun isn't completely fit. I think Alvin said it is. He's got a slight ankle injury. I don't know. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. Forest team today, Turner, Serge Aurier, former Tottenham player, Joe Worrell, Willy Bolly, McKenna, Aina, Yates, Mangala, Danilo. Danilo, of course, a player that we nearly signed last summer. Looked very good towards the end of the season for Forest, I've got to be honest. Gibbs White and Brennan Johnson. So Forest are not actually playing with an out-and-out striker today. They have no orthodox striker on the pitch. They're playing sort of Gibbs, White and Johnson as the two furthest forward. So they've got no striker. They're going to pack the midfield and pack the defence. This will be a low block. Make no mistake about that. We are going to have to break this Forest team down today. I predicted 3-0. If we score early, I still think we beat them comfortably. But I am a little tiny bit apprehensive about the team that we've picked. It seems a crazy time to sort of experiment. But let me make one thing clear. Arteta has turned up today to score goals. He's turned up to score goals, but ultimately it may leave us open at times defensively if Forest is on the break. Gibbs White, Danilo, Johnson, they do have some pace. Like South London's Finest saying, Forest have had a very difficult pre-season. They've only won 1 of their 5 pre-season games, 3 defeats and a draw in their last 4. I know it's pre-season. I know they've signed players and they're experimenting as well. On the bench for them, Horvath, Freuler, Williams, Niakate, O'Brien, Kiyate, Elanga, new signing from Man United, apparently not fully fit, Chris Wood and Taiwo Iwanyi. Iwanyi scored the winner against us at the City Ground at the back end of the season. Apparently he's not fully fit either. But listen, Forest really have turned up to try and probably draw this game 0-0. Or try and catch us on the break and nick a goal with Johnson and Gibbs White. They're going to sit back. They're going to have 2 banks of 4. They're going to make life difficult. There was a lot of games last year where we had to break down low blocks. So if we don't score early, this game may become a little nervy as the game goes on. if we do score early, because of the overloads we have going forward, I think we will score goals. That is for sure. Elliot, honestly, bro, I cannot find you to unlock you. I looked through the blocked accounts. I couldn't see you. I'm going to look again after today. Man said, I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No, I don't know what's going on, bro. I was looking. I can't see you on the list. I will make it a priority to go through it again. Andar said, Trossard getting disrespected. Man has goal contributions almost every game. He's always there for us. I said the other day, sometimes it's strange, but you keep coming off the bench and doing well, and everybody will be saying you should start. And I'm in the same category. I would have started Trossard up front today. But sometimes the manager looks at it and goes, well, you're brilliant off the bench. I'll keep bringing you off the bench. It's very harsh. I've seen it happen at different levels of football. And I think Trossard's getting put in that super sub category, which I feel for him. You know, playing Havertz, okay, you spent 65 mil, you're trying to prove a point. Playing Eddie, I don't know about that, but he absolutely loves this guy, Eddie Nketiah. You know, I don't see it, but it is what it is. Jerome, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Big C. Inverted 11, come on, you Gunners. Big up everyone tuned in around the world, wherever you are. Different time zones, man. I mean, it's nearly midday here in the UK, but I know in other parts of the world, you know, it could be first thing in the morning or middle of the night. So big up. Big up Gunnar Paul 657 said, Big C, love the show as always. I'm going to say it, but why isn't Trossard starting? And with regard to Havertz, I still ain't buying into it. Sorry. Do you know what? I would have rather Havertz played up front today than Nketiah, because I keep saying it. Did I want Havertz? No. But you paid 65 million for him. You've got to try and make it work. I think playing him up front today, he would have got opportunities and he probably might have scored. Now you're playing him in midfield. He's going to have a battle on his hands today. So we're going to have to see. I hope he scores. You know, I'm in the same category. I don't see it, but I want it to work. You know, the better players we have, the better options, the better chance we have of winning trophies. Big up Alfred. Hope you're well, bro. He said only 11 can start people. Better to have Trossard coming on. Versus Eddie. Last season, everyone said we are predictable. He chances it and people still complain. Do you know what it is, Alfred? And it's sort of a category that I'm in. I hear you on that. You'd rather bring on Trossard than Eddie. But I think people are at a point with Trossard where it's like, okay, he had 6 months last year as a super sub. He's proved himself now. Why are you not starting him? I think what we've got to bear in mind, just to, if I was going to defend Arteta a little bit, Trossard is probably better on the left than he is up front. Now, he spent 65 million on Havertz, and Eddie Nketiah got a 5-year deal on 100 grand a week with the number 14 shirt. So in reality, if Trossard's playing up front ahead of Eddie, if I'm the owner, I'm going to say, well, why did you give Eddie that contract? If Jesus is injured, Havertz is in midfield and you're still not playing him. I think you have to understand sometimes, when a manager spends big money on something, they have to justify that to the owner because the owner's paying that money. He's going to say, well, we didn't need to give Eddie a new contract if you've got Trossard and Havertz. And so, you know, he's going to really try and push this Eddie and Nketiah narrative. That is for sure. O'Malley, big up, said, Curtis, we played 3-4-3 at the end of the Community Shield. When he took off Gabriel, you're right. He put ESR and Vieira on. Should be effective against a low block. I think that Arteta thinks we're going to dominate possession and he wants more attacking players. He probably thinks we don't even need 4 defenders on the pitch. So I think that's what he's doing. So that's what I think. Big up Nicholas with the super sticker. Appreciate that, bro. Vivek said, Big C, Kane to Bayern is a done deal. As a former striker, what would you prefer in your career? Money, trophies, or the Shearer record? Hopefully Caicedo. Listen, let me tell you something. Being top goal scorer is great. You know, that's personal pride. But the reality is, Shearer was the record holder. Kane would have took that away from him. Then what's Shearer going to talk about? The trophies you win, nobody can ever take them away from you. If you're the Premier League record holder, somebody eventually is going to break that record. Kane has to go and win trophies. And what I keep saying is, Kane's 30 years of age. He signed a 4-year deal. He can still come back to the Premier League at 34 and break that record. Benzema won the Ballon d'Or last year at the age of 34. There's no reason Kane can't go there for even 3 years. come back to the Prem and still break the record. He's going to win the German League. He's going to win the German Cup. They've actually got the Super Cup tonight against Leipzig. He's probably going to win a trophy in 24 hours at Bayern Munich. He didn't win one in 11 years at Tottenham. Go there, and let's be honest, Gnabry, Leroy Sané, and Harry Kane as a front three is capable of winning the Champions League if it clicks. It gives him an opportunity. I think he's made the right decision. I don't think he had the patience to sit there for another year. So I think football is all about winning trophies, man. Them records, top goal scorer, they get you pats on the back and accolade. But if Haaland stays at Man City for 6 years, he'll smash that record. And like people are saying, Alan Shearer won the Prem as well. So yeah, he can say, "Oh, golden boot," but he's got a Premier League medal in the cabinet, you know. So Kane will win a trophy by 8 o'clock tonight. You know what I mean? He hasn't won one in 11 years. Afternoon, Big C. I think Arteta knows about Bossard's ability. He's just testing mad timing or not. Well, we'll see, you know. Anthony said, "Big C, my wife says, keep singing, brings carrot to the channel." I'll be singing at some stage. Don't you worry about that. Let's see. Gunnar Kane is free. Yeah, even Kane in the... You know what? I think I had a picture of it. You know what? Let me get it up because it is quite funny. I can't lie. As an Arsenal fan, we've seen these dark days. Van Persie and Man United shirts. Seeing Harry Kane wearing a Bayern Munich shirt, it is quite funny. I can't lie. It is quite funny. And I'm happy for him. He's escaped. Let's be honest. You know, we hold back compliments to the ops. Harry Kane is an absolute beast of a striker, and he should have been playing for one of the best teams in the world. I mean, Ish says it now. Now I can say he is world class. Yeah, he's world class. I've thought it for a long time. I ain't saying it while he plays for Nando's, but now he plays for them. Yeah, we'll give him his props. Listen, he'll smash records in Germany. He'll score absolute bagfuls of goals over there. Do we go into subscriber only mode? Yeah, people saying go into subs mode. Maybe we will. Big up everyone locked in. 2.5k tuned in already. Big up to the 65 on Twitch. Listen, first game of the season, I'm looking for 3,000 likes. I'm telling you, we ain't playing games. Kane has left Tottenham. We've won the Community Shield. It's the first Premier League game of the season. It's worth a like, people. Let's be honest. It's worth a like. He's finally out of prison. He's out, man. He's escaped out of Alcatraz. Can we get to 1,000 likes before kickoff? We've still got half an hour. Let's get 1,000 likes. Should be light work, people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Get Cruz on quick. You're off out. What are you saying, bro?
I'm good.
Score prediction?
I'm going 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Goal scorers?
I think just because everyone's doubting him, I just feel like Eddie's going to score.
You think he's going to score?
Yeah.
What, 1 or 2?
1.
Who gets the other?
Who
are you going for?
I'll go Havertz.
Going Havertz? You're going for the 2 controversial names?
Yeah.
Big up Cruz, man. I'll get you back on after. Havertz and Nketiah, you know. Listen, if it comes to fruition, you look like a genius, you know what I mean? Wouldn't surprise me if they did score. Brazy said, big up Big C. Arteta is thinking the same thing as me. City scored 3, we scored 4, and we're top of the league. Interesting. Maybe he is thinking that. Psychologically, Man City top of the league, you know, need to bang in some goals, man. And go back to the top. Let's see. Cruz with a better trim than Trent. Yeah, he's gone for the high top fade, you know. He's trying to get me to do it as well. But big up to everyone locked in. You know what? We've got half an hour until kickoff. I'm still, I'm trying to, I mean, like I'm saying, they're saying that Gabriel trained yesterday, but they reckon some of the session he did by himself. I think we're going to play a back 3. He did go HD cuts for the trim. But they reckon that Thomas Partey might drop into right back off the ball, which is a bit crazy. You don't really want to see Thomas Partey at right back. Tony said Kevin De Bruyne injured already, but Haaland starting where he left off. Honestly, I sat down last night. I'm like, yes, Burnley against City, you know, horrible ground to go, Burnley. And you turn it on and you're like, oh, 1-0 Haaland. And then not long after, you're like, oh, 2-0 Haaland, crossbarring in. And you're just sitting there going, Ah, no, this machine just don't stop, does it? I mean, Kevin De Bruyne tweaked his hamstring. I don't wish injury on any player, right? I've said it for a long time. Injury is a serious thing, and I will never wish it on any player. But, you know, if he's got to tweak a hamstring and stay out of that Man City team for 6 or 7 weeks, I'm not against it. I'm not going to celebrate it, but I'm not against it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sorry, people. I'm shameless. I want to see Arsenal win the league, people. If that hamstring's got to pop, then it might have to pop. Now all we got to do is stop that robot somehow. I'm sorry, people. You're all thinking the same thing as me. I've just got to be careful because I'm saying it on camera. I'm sorry. But, yeah. KDB out. Now we just need something Haaland. But, hey, let me not say too much. Stones got clattered. Politely savage, you know. We do, you know. I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman with it. But yeah, the odd popped hamstring ain't gonna do anything wrong for us, is it? Let's be honest. What's your bet if we win the league? I did a prediction video yesterday on TikTok for the Premier League's the whole table. So if you follow me on there, or if you don't, then jump on there. I did predict Man City to win the league. It was painful, but I did say if something goes wrong, then you never know. We need to be the team that catches them out. But I would like to see us get a couple more signings in before the window closes. Lawrence said, would you take Marcus Edwards? He's lively, but I think I'm aiming higher. I can't lie. He is good. He caused us problems in Europe. But I'm aiming higher. Matt said, politely savage. That comment got me. Yeah, you know, we got to be polite with it, people. 4-4-3 today, Big C. Gabriel, tactical decision, not injured. I find that so interesting. Because Gabriel's played all pre-season. And then on the first game of the season, you try that. It's wild. I think he wants to batter Forest today. I've got to be honest. I think he's turned up today to send out a strong message that we're serious. We beat them 5-0 at home last season. They've turned up with no striker on the pitch. They've put 2 wingers up front, and they're going to low block and try and hit us on the break. I think Arteta has seen Man City win 3-0 away from home and said, listen, we need to let them know we're serious. Get all my attacking players on the pitch that I can. Trossard as a super sub later on. I think it's 3-4-3 rather than 4-3-3 if I'm being honest. But I would like to see Arsenal score 4 or 5 today if I'm being real. Big up Brian, man. Brooklyn in the building. Big up C-Unit. Let's bag some goals today. I want to see 3-4-5-0 today. I predicted 3-0. If we break that low block down early, then I think we can score more. Nico said, Big C, I don't understand the formation. I think we're going to play a back 3, White, Saliba and Timber. The midfield, I think we'll play like Partey and Rice as the 2 DMs. And then a little bit higher, you'll have Odegaard and Havertz as sort of wide-ish attacking midfielders. You then have Saka and Martinelli as wingers. And then Nketiah as a striker. It's a very, very attacking formation. Forest's hope will be to hit us on the break. That's where they can potentially hurt us. But big up Brian with the super chat. Big up White Glove. Want to batter Forest yet? Starts Eddie. Oh, man. These are the type of games he might bag, though, to be honest. But, yeah, I hear you. Harsh on Trossard. Gunnar Paul, Big C, don't be upsetting the footy gods, man. No, listen, I can't even read out them words. Saliba got a bad back. Win the dog gets a case of worms. I mean, they're putting out videos of Arteta hugging that dog. They're really running with this dog narrative, aren't they, you know? People, we are, what? 20 minutes away from kickoff. Let me know where you are in the world. We're worldwide. I like to know where the community is. Where are you in the world? What time is it? Is it first thing in the morning, middle of the night? Where are you in the world? I want to shout out the community, man. Shout out the cities and towns and wherever you're at, man. Where are you at? What time is it where you're at, people? We got Ish said I'm from Earth. Well, it's a good start. It's always a good start being on Earth. Big up CS from Fiji. We got Dubai. We got Luton. We got Atlanta, we got Philly, good old England, 6 a.m. in America, we got Knots, big up Gunts, Jamaica in the building, LBC, California, Australia, 9 p.m. We got Dominica, big up, Cyprus, we got the Philippines, we got on holiday in Spain, we got Winnipeg, Canada, we got India, we got Birmingham, we got Nairobi, Kenya, we got Adelaide, we got Texas, we got Germany, Got Exeter, Montego Bay. We got China. We're worldwide, people. We're worldwide. I love it. We got Valencia. We got Cambodia. We got Gambia. Big up Bad Bath, who said big up from Australia. Just done drinking down at the pub with the women, winning. Big up C Unit. Big up yourself, Bad Bath. Hope you're not too drunk, but hope you're enjoying yourself. It's a great sporting day today. I got the Anthony Joshua fight tonight as well, although it is a bit of an easy one. We got that boy from Ireland. We got Lee from Stockholm. We got St. Martin in the building. Big up Kush. Canterbury, Kent. Biggest fan base in the world. We worldwide, people. Big up Omar. See you there. Big up yourself. Someone said behind the sofa. Where's that one? Joel said I'm in the car park. Hopefully not the Drake car park. Look at, is this right? Oz is at base camp at Mount Everest. I mean, people. We're moving different. Man are at Mount Everest. I don't know how you're getting signal up there if that's true, but if it is true, big up yourself. That's serious. Zambia in the building. Kenya, we got Brixton. We're all over, man. We're all over. People saying Fab's put out a tweet. What's he saying? He's probably tapping it in from a yard out. Let's see. He's definitely the Pippo Inzaghi. Kieran Tierney not selected. Still, wow. Let me share it with you. We know Tierney's on his way, people. Any Kieran Tierney fans, he's up. Why does this goal thing? Is this like the new thing? This just pops up every time I'm on stream. I don't know what's going on. It brought good luck against Man City, so hopefully it works again today. What we got? Fab with a tap-in from a yard out. He's saying Kieran Tierney not selected. Still expected to leave Arsenal in the next weeks. Real Sociedad are still interested. David Raya is at the Emirates today. He was at the Community Shield. It was him. Will be unveiled as a new Arsenal player soon. Contract signed and medical done. Listen, Tierney, if he's going Sociedad, you've got to sell him. As I keep saying, I don't want to see anything to do with a loan move for Kieran Tierney. If he goes on loan without an obligation to buy, we've had an absolute shocker. Is this true? Latvian Guna saying kickoff's been delayed. Right, let's have a look. Has kickoff been delayed? Yep. Someone there said every turnstile machine has gone down. Fans cannot get into the stadium. Great start that, Arsenal, mate. Great start that. Wow, the queues are absolutely massive. Just seeing pictures now. Fans cannot get into the stadium. Obviously, they have machines where you just tap your ticket or scan your QR code and you walk in. The kickoff is going to be delayed. There are thousands of Arsenal fans unable to get into the stadium. So if you're in a rush, go and get a drink, relax, don't go anywhere. It's not. Hey, Elliot's in London. Give me a shout, bro. Give me a shout. I know I can't unlock you at the moment. I don't know why. Let me show them pictures. I just see a picture. Let me get the picture up. There looks like there's loads of fans outside the stadium. Let me get the picture. Fans can't get in. Kickoff is going to be delayed, I would imagine. So maybe 12:45, maybe 1 o'clock. As you can see, fans going nowhere. Turnstiles. Nobody can get through. And it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. You know, you start Eddie up front, it all goes wrong. It goes crazy, you know. They're probably announcing it now. They're just showing it on TNT Sports, I think it's called now. The old BT Sport. Elliot's in London. Free Elliot. It looks like a real mess. Big up everyone still putting where they're from. Canterbury, DC, Ghana. But yeah, kickoff looks as if it's going to be delayed, people. So relax. Make yourself a drink. Nothing's happening anytime soon. Hopefully this will give Arteta time to sober up and review his starting 11, says Chris. Listen, he loves Eddie. I think Eddie's his adopted son. He loves him. Fabricator, big up the community. Take your seats. Curtis is still looking for his car park place in New York. A new season starts with our first choice streamer. I appreciate the way you finished. The New York thing, I try not to talk about that. We don't speak about that. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble. Serves me right for trying to go to a Drake concert, to be honest. I haven't really listened to him that much since the Take Care album, so it probably serves me right, to be honest. Longer stream, I don't mind, says Sebastian. Listen, we'll have a chat. Maybe we'll talk about biscuits or hip-hop or something else will go on anyway. Lashane said, I'm confused by this lineup. Don't be confused, my friend. One thing I'm not anymore is surprised when Eddie Nketiah starts a game for Arsenal. The manager loves him. Any chance he gets, he will play him. It's one of them. So, listen, we're playing 3 at the back. I think he's probably seen Man City win 3-0 last night. And he's thought, you know what? I need to score goals. And I think that's why he's gone with 3 at the back. It's interesting that Gabriel's been dropped. Omar said, Curtis failed to meet me in LA 2 weeks ago and at the basket. Bro, you should have messaged me, man. I was there. I was outside the stadium for ages after the game. Lineup looks more... Yeah, listen, if he'd played Trossard where Nketiah's playing, I think a lot of the fans would be happy. It's just very interesting and very open. He's talking on the TV now. My volume is low. If anyone's watching, let me know what he's saying. You're right. These are the games in which Eddie needs to bag because you're playing against a team that had probably the worst away record or the second worst away record in the Prem last season. So, you know, you need to handle business. If Eddie can't score against teams like this at home, you know, then where is he going to score? They haven't actually announced delayed kickoff on the website, but I'm almost certain the kickoff's going to be delayed. What are you supposed to do when your stadium's half empty? They brought in a new ticketing system, and it didn't work. Told the system is down. They are just about to restart it, apparently. Oh, so you never know. They may not delay it. There is still 15 minutes until kickoff. Apparently, the system is restarting now. Very strange sight at the West Stand. No one entering. Hard to get a sense. Yeah, people saying it feels quite unsafe outside the ground. With so many people there. So, yeah, hope everyone's all right outside the ground. Never good when that happens. Nothing on NBC. Oh, maybe they won't delay it. Apparently, they're saying that the system is just restarting. Eddie's hacked the system. Maybe Eddie thinks if we get less players, less fans in the ground, it'll be under less pressure. So, fair play, Eddie. Colombia just scored against England, apparently, in the women's, I think that's the quarter-final. So not good for them. Obviously, Jamaica got knocked out against Colombia. Let's get behind the boys. Listen, we've got to. It doesn't matter who's on the pitch, ultimately. We need to win, and we need to score goals. I said it against Man City last week. I really hope Kai Havertz scores. I think a lot of the Arsenal fan base have doubts over Kai Havertz, and I'm one of the biggest. But let me tell you something. If he fails, we're in a bad position. I would much rather we get something closer to the Bayer Leverkusen Havertz. Because let's be honest, we would have all taken Bayer Leverkusen Havertz. I'm hoping it's Chelsea tax. Chelsea mashed up Werner, Ziyech. Sterling hasn't looked great. Mudryk hasn't looked great. Lukaku did nothing. You know, let's hope it's a Chelsea system that was ruining him. So we need him to do something. We need him to score goals. We need options. So I hope he scores today. I really do. And listen, do you know what? I'm going to go along with Cruz. Cruz predicted he's going to score. I think he's going to score. Big up LSU Gunner. Good morning from Houston. Waiting for the sun to come up here. This lineup, 3 at the back. Listen, I mean, Dre's in here. Dre said, big up Curtis in the chat. What kind of lineup is this? And you're right, Pulisic. These are a lot of players that, you know, I would have taken Pulisic from Dortmund. Arsenal were linked heavily with Ziyech at one time as well. Ben said your ticket's in trouble with Nketiah in the room. He's smashed up the ticket machine. Gunnar Greg said apparently Partey is warming up in a back 4. I don't want to see that. I really don't. Let's look at this lineup in a positive way. It's the first game of the season. We've all got doubts. Of course we do. I think a lot of us would have started Trossard up front if it wasn't Kai Havertz. And Nketiah starts. You know my feelings on Eddie. It is what it is. He ain't going nowhere right now. we're effectively playing with a front five today. We're playing with a front five. And Nketiah up front, Saka and Martinelli on the wing, Havertz and Odegaard as attacking midfielders. Make no mistake, we have turned up today to try and hammer this Forest team. We've turned up to try and hammer them. What will be interesting is if I'm getting it completely wrong and Partey's at right back and Timber's at left back, White and Saliba at centre back, and then he's playing Rice as a lone six. That would worry me because, you know, I don't want to see Rice as a lone six. I don't want to see Thomas Partey playing at right back against Gibbs White. So, listen, let's hope we're on the front foot. Let's hope we can score early. And let's hope we beat them. Turnstiles are now open, apparently. I did just see a tweet saying they'd restarted by someone who's at the game. Yeah. Oh, no. Gunnar Blog, who's at the game, he's saying he's heard an announcement. Kickoff delay is going to be confirmed shortly. Well, let's wait and see. If anybody sees it, I mean, you're saying there it's going to... I want to see if there's going to be a delay or not. I mean, we'll talk about other stuff, no worries anyway, but I just want to know where we're at. The stadium still looks very empty. Arsenal have not put nothing on their Twitter page. If anybody sees anything, just let me know anyway, if they confirm or if they say anything on TNT Sports, as they now call it. I mean, they tweeted 2 minutes ago and said, ready to give our all. Confirmed delayed kickoff. How long is the delay, people? Let me know. Anyway, let's have a chat. Gunnar Paul said Havertz scores today. I will get his name on the back of the new away kit. Don't like the kit and Havertz. That's how confident I am he doesn't score. Well, we'll see. We will see. I think he'll bag today. Black said, did he dropped a new track? No wonder he's starting. Oh, my days. Dylan said, I find it funny how the ticket system is down after Eddie was practicing free kicks. Maybe he smashed a couple of them up and it all malfunctioned. Omar said he did message me. You're joking. 30-minute delay. 15 minutes, man. You don't need 30 minutes. Come on. 30-minute delay to kickoff. Kickoff delayed until... That's an absolute shambles. I mean, loads of people are tweeting it, but Arsenal haven't tweeted it, which is the interesting point. That is very, very frustrating. I'm assuming they've said it on TV and maybe in the stadium they've announced it, but it's just interesting. Arsenal moved to a full e-ticket in today, and the talk outside the ground is that the system went down, leading to crowd issues. Surprisingly calm, but tempers have started to fray slightly. Lots of fans getting irritated with security as they've locked the gates, as obviously and now people are standing around each other, unable to move. Yeah, it might not be too nice outside the Emirates right now for anybody who's there. Arsenal still haven't tweeted about 30-minute delay, but everyone else is saying it, so I'm assuming they've said it. England have scored. You know what? I'm going to get the remote and turn over. I'm going to watch the... I don't watch the women's football. Why not? We need something to watch. Let's watch the women's football, people. What channel is it on? Channel 3. We're turning over. We're watching England, people. Oh, what kind? No, that is a Sunday league goal, if ever I've seen it. What is the Colombia keeper? It's shambolic. Absolutely shambolic goal, that is. What are they doing? But England will take it anyway. Top flight security of the world, Craig. Top flight. I don't know what they're doing. So the Arsenal fans are nearly fighting outside the stadium with security, all getting angry. Yeah, they've announced it. This afternoon's game with Forest will now kick off at 1 p.m. due to a delay at the turnstiles. Shambles. Absolute shambles. So we've still got 35 minutes until kickoff. The England game's about to hit half-time anyway, but we're going to stay live. Don't go anywhere. You know what? We'll get some news. I know there's some transfer news going around. We'll just turn it into a regular live stream until the game starts, people. Don't worry. Don't go anywhere. We'll make it work until the kickoff. Yeah, so they've done... Yeah, last season we had a leaky roof. Now the turnstiles don't work. Fans are nearly fighting. How much is it to be a member? What are the members' prices? That's pretty bad. I think it's $2.99, $4.99, $8.99. So there's plenty of options if you want to join. Make sure you like the video. We're still fighting our way through. Don't worry, people. We'll just chill and have a chat. Dallas Cowboys said 1-1. England have scored. Yeah, I've turned over. Although just as I've turned over, it's half time. This is the Pep for a 3-5-2 formation. It says highly wanted criminal. We got 3 at the back. It's poor, isn't it? It's poor from Arsenal, man. You would have thought that this e-ticketing would have been tested properly, man. I think he wants somebody's at the game who I know, and he said he can't get in. Standing outside, been there for over 20 minutes. I was trying to ask him if anyone's fighting, but I saw somebody else say that it's getting quite lively out there. Probably glad I'm not at the game. I'd rather be here, to be honest. E. Ross said, Curtis, what is this trash I woke up to? Well, you're not happy with the team lineup. A lot of people are not happy with the team lineup. Listen, I think outside of Eddie, for me, what I'm disappointed, I'm a little bit disappointed for Gabriel, to be honest. Gabriel's really built up a solid partnership with Saliba, and then just to drop him opening day of the season is a little bit crazy. Rastaman said, all this digital nonsense, no wonder people are buying vinyl again. Go back to old school, man. Get the CDs out, people. Get the Walkman back. Get the Sony Walkman back out. It'll never let you down, that won't. But these systems, man, if the problem is, if they go wrong, it all goes wrong, you know. So you're in a bit of a sticky situation, Arsenal. Apparently, it is working again. But it's certainly, there's loads of fans outside the stadium. So it's not looking good there. They're saying today, we'll get into a few things. I don't believe this for 1 second, but they're saying that Balogun is potentially on a list of strikers that Tottenham are going to target to replace Harry Kane. I mean, I don't see that for 1 second being a possibility, but they are saying that Balogun could be targeted by Tottenham. Can you imagine a world where Arsenal sold him to Tottenham? There was a picture put up yesterday by Cedric saying training done. Now, for me, the first thing I thought when I saw this picture is that's the bomb squad. And I ain't talking about, Deontay Wilder when he shouts it out. This is the bomb squad. This is the guys that are not playing, training together while the manager tries to sell all of them. But they are saying today that Tottenham have put him on a list, and the 2 top players on their list apparently are Jonathan David and Balogun. Now, I wanted to ask the question, would you actually sell Balogun to Tottenham, if they were to pay us the money that we were looking for? Apparently Arsenal want 50 million. If they put 50 million on the table, would you actually sell him to the enemy? I suppose, really, you would try and get him elsewhere. I personally wouldn't sell him to them. To sell him to them, they would have to massively overpay for me to consider it. But for 50 million, I suppose you wouldn't really want to sell him because they are the rivals, even though I don't think we'll be near them in the league this season. But would you sell Balogun to Tottenham? They're nowhere near us at the moment. I suppose what you can't afford to risk is him going there and he starts tearing up the place. You can't afford that to happen. So there's no way we could risk it, really. But very interesting. Tim Morgan said in the comments there that he's at the stadium. Tim Morgan said, I'm in the queue right now. It's awful. You know what? I really feel sorry for the fans at the stadium because it's not nice. I've been in a situation where I've been at a football ground before and, delayed and you can't get in and you're all standing outside. It's not a nice feeling, especially with things that have happened at grounds before. Obviously, disasters and stuff is very unnerving. Mangi said no chance, at least 70 million. Des said hell no. 100 million. Yeah, 100 million, I'd sell him. 75 million to Spurs. I don't think they would pay that much for him. We know that Daniel Levy is notably tight. Top Spur? What's that? You ever heard of them? No? But Balogun's on his way. I think Balogun, Kieran, Tierney will be the two notable sales that will happen before this window closes in terms of, I would expect us to get 40 million plus for Balogun. I would expect us to get maybe 25, 30 million for Tierney. I think they should possibly be worth more, but I think because clubs know that we need to sell, I don't think we would get much more than that for them, even if they are probably worth more than that. So, yeah, I mean, they're still showing pictures on TNT. Not as many people outside, but still large crowds of people out there. Balogun being linked with Tottenham, and it'll be interesting what happens with him. I still think he probably ends up at Monaco. Cliffo said we still need to invest. Yeah, for me, I still think we're in a situation where to win the league, I think we've got to do a little bit more. And I am talking about winning the league. I put out a Premier League table prediction yesterday on TikTok. If you follow me on there, then go and have a look. If not, follow me, Curtis Shaw TV. I predicted Man City to win the league and Arsenal to finish second. And somebody messaged me on Twitter today and said, listen, you know, we've had a good window. Why do you think we're not going to win the Premier League? And I said, I just have concerns that in attack, we're not quite there yet. You know, I do have concerns that Gabriel Jesus can't stay fit for the whole season. If he misses a number of big games and he's going with Eddie, is that going to be enough for us to, you know, to win the league? We need Jesus to stay fit for nearly the whole season. He's not fit at the moment, so it already hasn't started well. So that's where I'm at. I still, in an ideal world, I would like a midfielder, I would like a right winger, and I would like a striker. But I'm just, how much money do we have left is the question. Somebody just said in the comments there about the Fantasy League. A lot of you joined yesterday. I have put the code in there again for anybody. There is the code. Well, that's the link to join. Copy that, join. The code is at the end if anybody has missed out. I want to get as many of you in that league as possible. As I said, there will be a prize at the end of the season for whoever wins that as well. Not enough space on the bench, Big C, says party after party. Is that Postecoglou in the chat? If you look on the bench, so you've got Hein as the backup keeper, Gabriel, Kivior, Tomiyasu, three defenders, Jorginho, Fabio, Trossard, Nelson, ESR. Yeah, I mean, who would Balogun have gone on the bench over? Maybe Nelson, possibly. But listen, he's out anyway. Dre, it worked, yeah? Good, he updated and got in there. So good to see a lot of you in there. Perry said Tierney is leaving guaranteed. Well, listen, Fabrizio has tweeted that Tierney's been left out of the squad. It looks as if he's on his way and going to be sold. Real Sociedad are interested. They want him on loan. Listen, I'm not interested in any loan move. There is no way on earth that Kieran Tierney should be going to any club on loan. He is, for me, still a top quality left back. And anybody that wants him should be paying the money to sign him on a permanent deal. It's as simple as that. There's no way on earth Tierney should be getting loaned out to anybody. He's too good. So we'll see with that one. I'm going to get into a few super chats. We are 25 minutes away from kickoff. For anybody just tuning in, kickoff has been delayed till 1 p.m. UK time, half an hour delay due to the new ticketing system not working at the Emirates, which is typical, right? Simon said, when you become a top team, you have to sell everyone. If they pay 500, take it and run. City sell to everyone. It is interesting because in reality, you would say that Tottenham are no challenge to us this season. Obviously, it's still a difficult game when we play them. But in terms of the league, I would expect Arsenal to be up there in the top 2 or 3. I would expect Spurs to be maybe in 6th, 7th, 8th. But I think because of the rivalry and the fact that Balogun has so much potential, I'm just not sure they would accept unless they overpaid for him. Highly wanted criminal said Martinelli's form worries me. Listen, I thought he finished the season quite well. He was unpredictable in pre-season. I thought first half against Monaco, he was very dangerous. I thought against Man City, he was one of our worst players. But Kyle Walker can make players look like that at times. He needs to start the season well. We know that Trossard is waiting. So he needs to prove himself today. He's up against Serge Aurier, former Tottenham player. Always very aggressive when he plays against Arsenal. But, Martinelli needs to cause him big problems today. He's not the best, is he? Aurier. And he's past his very, very best. Paris said, why does the Cone man do this? Foolishly trying to accommodate his new signings, like playing FIFA and not wanting to leave any of his star players out. Maybe he felt like he had to start all three of them, so he's gone with a formation where they can all play. He could have played the same system as the Community Shield, but it's interesting. It is interesting, but I'm not going to hammer the team lineup that much. I wouldn't have picked it, but I can see that we're going to get a lot of attacking overloads, and if we score early, I think we can hammer them. If it doesn't work, then it falls on him, don't it? That's the issue. Canadian Gooner, big up yourself. Even with Kane leaving, Ange Postecoglou is an incredible coach. As bad as this seems, I think Spurs will have a great season. Tierney disrespected again. I think Postecoglou will play an exciting brand of football, but can they replace 30 goals? They have to do it collectively. So, in reality, Son last season was non-existent. They need to get Son scoring goals. Richarlison, we're always hammering him. The reality is, Richarlison looked like a very good player up front for Brazil. He can play up front. They need to get him performing. Kulusevski was not as good last season, so they've got good players. It's whether they can get a tune out of them, but it is what it is. Big up Gunnar Paul. Apologies to everyone. My plan was to do the member stream on Thursday, but I went to Nottingham to visit family. We will do it at the start of the week. Maybe on Tuesday. We'll then be able to review the weekend and how everything went. Man United play on Monday, so I think we'll do it on Tuesday. Then we can look back at the first weekend of Premier League fixtures. And Ketia's lawyer says, big up Big C, I think Martinelli might be better as a striker. His runs behind the back line and direct running would give any team problems. I used to say this to Kevin Campbell. I think Martinelli has got striker potential. His argument was always that he didn't think he had enough with his back to goal. So listen, I'd like to see him running in behind and getting, in front of goal. Is this true? Aditya said this. I saw about 5 people tweet this. I didn't know if this was a made up. They said Arsenal will receive 5% of the sale of Kane, which was entered into the transfers between academies for the future sale of the player, which will be around 6 million. Is that true? Is that true? I've seen people tweeting that this morning. I thought it was a joke. I need to see if this is real. Yeah, a number of people have said this. I don't know where the original source comes from. If it is true, it's outstanding. I've seen at least 5 people tweet it, but I don't know. But they're saying £6 million for Arsenal for him going to Bayern Munich. Cliffo said, remember, they've got Madders, who's a top player, somebody I think we should have took. He was in our academy, yeah, he was. If that's true, it's a masterstroke. He's coming back to London after 1 year in Bayern. I'm calling it. I don't think so. And Bayern won't sell him. Unless somebody goes crazy and offers loads of money. We are legends. Give us our Nando's. Let's use that cash for Kudus. I mean, listen, I wanted to talk Kudus. Obviously, the kickoff's been delayed, so we're going to talk about some transfer stories. Now, reports coming out this morning that Kudus to Brighton has completely collapsed. Ajax have pulled out of the deal. They're not prepared to wait for Brighton to tie this deal up anymore. It's a case of buy him or move on, and they haven't bought him. So, effectively, he is back on the market. Now, we know 40 million euros is what they accepted from Brighton. That is their asking price to sell Mohamed Kudus. This is a player that we've been linked with. This is a player that would help us. 40 million euros is what? 34 million pounds. He can play right wing. He can play attacking midfield. I wonder if Kudus asked for overinflated wages because he didn't really want to go to Brighton. I don't even know if really Ajax to Brighton is a step up of a move for him. I think he was probably looking at it going, well, Premier League, if they give me a crazy contract, I'll take it. And obviously Brighton do not pay huge wages. So he's probably said, you know what, they're not going to pay me a huge wage. I don't really want to go there anyway. Let me just sit tight and wait and see if Arsenal come for him. You never know. Arsenal may have even been saying in the background, listen, just wait and we'll come for you later on in the window once we've sold a few players. This is me, hoping that that's what happens. Apparently he's on £25,000 a week. So he's not on a big wage. It's not difficult. He asked for a release clause, apparently. A lot of people, he wants a release clause. So basically, he was probably looking at Brighton as a stepping stone. I'll go to Brighton, I'll do well there for a year or two, and I'll go elsewhere. Now, they didn't want to do that because obviously we know what Brighton do. Once a player reaches a certain level, they're going to turn up and ask you for crazy money like they're doing with Caicedo at the moment. So that's the problem. So I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that he's back on the market. And listen, Ajax to Brighton, he's not really a step up. So I think he's made a great decision there asking for a release clause. He doesn't want them holding him hostage and asking for 100 million in 2 years when other clubs come for him. So listen, I'm convinced he wants the Arsenal move. I don't think there'd be any release clause if he came to Arsenal. I think Arsenal need to get a few players out of the door, reduce that wage bill, and hopefully we can go back in for him later on in the window. Curtis Straw's settings. Curtis clutching at Straw's TV. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. I want him to come to Arsenal. Kudus is no fool. He's no fool, man. Listen, even when he was going to Brighton, I was a bit like, it's not a great move, really. The players are back on the pitch warming up. So, as I said, anyone who's just tuned in, kickoff was delayed by half an hour. Due to the new Arsenal ticketing system failing outside the stadium. So yeah, that one is not happening. Curtis Shaw's official white do-rag. Hello, Big C. How are you, mate? Long time no see. Big up yourself. Kudus asked for a release clause in his contract, said African soldier. Big up to yourself. Gunnar Paul said, I begged for Kane to stay at Spurs so I can hear Kane say Ange Postecoglou in a post-game interview. I need this and I deserve this. I'm pretty sure he would have just called him the gaffer or something. I don't think Kane would have tried to say that name. It's a very difficult one. Big up Gunnar Paul. Gunnar Way said Gabby and Saka will carry Eddie Murphy. Don't worry, Big C. I hope so. Cliff said it's a P take with Kieran Tierney. The inverted thing has been sussed out long ago. We need a good overlapping left back. Change system. Put Timber at right back and Tierney as a left back. But Mikel Arteta is a genius. That is my one worry with selling Kieran Tierney is that, okay, this inverted thing is great. And the manager loves it and Pep loves it and everyone's doing it. But there'll probably be days where Martinelli is not getting joy. And he might need an overlapping fullback. You might need to just go back to basics. And you might need a Kieran Tierney. So, yeah, it is a shame to let him go. But you spend 210 million, you've got to recoup money. And at the moment, Tierney and Balogun look like the two players that are going to recoup the most money. So big up to Cliff. David said the Kane story is not true. He was at the academy for 1 year, never signed scholarship papers and was released. There you go. What's the reason for the delay? The ticket machines were not working with the new system, which is typical, right? MS45, where is Partey? Curtis, I just joined. I mean, he's in the team. Unfortunately, looks like he could be playing right back or sort of inverted where he plays in midfield and then when we lose the ball, he goes right back, which I remember him playing that position against Forest away from home and it did not work. So let's hope it works today. I think we'll dominate the ball at home, which will maybe give it an opportunity to work better than it did last time, you know. So let's see with that one. But we do have a delayed kickoff. We're only about 17 minutes away from kickoff now. Callum said, what would you think if we ever signed Timo Werner? No, no, no. No, no, no. Da-na-na. You don't know. I don't want Werner at the carpet. I don't rate Timo Werner, man. I always said he had great movement, but he couldn't finish his dinner. If you made Timo Werner a dinner, he'd drop it on the floor as you gave it to him, man. I don't want nothing to do with Timo. I'm still trying to process the fact that we've signed Kai Havertz. That one's taking its time. Timo Werner, I'd be finished. I don't want him. Yeah, FPL. We do play FPL. I did put the code in the chat for anybody that wants to join. Let me throw it in there again. It is in there. The code's in there. Yeah, I remember last year, man, I had a good argument with Turkish about Timo. He was a fan. I was saying I wanted Rashford. He wanted Timo. We definitely don't want Timo, that is for sure. Simon said, Ajax said any deal from now, the price will go up because he's hard to replace with a short time left in the transfer window. It makes sense. Makes sense. Three weeks left in the window. You probably don't get him for 40 million euros now. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Alfred said, love Kev, but back to goal isn't a big deal. Aguero, Tevez, Aubameyang, even Henry wasn't good with his back to goal when you have pace defenders. Listen, I do give you that Aubameyang, I remember numerous people saying his hold-up play wasn't good enough. You get him facing forward enough and use his pace, and he can finish. I've always thought there was a potential striker in Martinelli. I agree. Tinsay said, what would be a successful season, honestly? I've got 2 successful seasons for Arsenal. One that is possible, but will take a lot of things to happen, and one that is more realistic. If we fall below those 2, I will be a little bit disappointed. Realistic target is to win a domestic trophy, probably the FA Cup, and to challenge for the title again, maybe finish second and have a good run in the Champions League, semi-final, quarter-final. That, for me, is a realistic but still quite successful season for Arsenal. There's building blocks there. The one that is the bigger aspiration but possible is, can we somehow win the title? Can we somehow win the title? Or even win the Champions League. It sounds crazy when I say Arsenal to win the Champions League because we've never won it. So you would think, why can we win it? The Champions League is possibly easier to win than the Premier League. Because in the Premier League, you've got to outdo the best team in the world over 38 games, Manchester City. That's very difficult. In the Champions League, all you need is a couple strange draws. Man City get knocked out to Bayern, Harry Kane tax, and Bayern get knocked out to and you may only have to beat 1 or 2 good teams. Look at Inter Milan getting to the final. I don't think they're a great team. Look at AC Milan getting to the semi-final. I don't think they're a great team. So the realistic one, win a trophy, get in the top 2, go far in the Champions League. The higher one is, can we win the Premier League or the Champions League? Difficult, but not impossible. 3.3k locked in. Big up to everyone. Obviously, there was a delay, but we will be kicking off in 14 minutes, all being well. Let's see what we're saying. Shambles, just give Forest the 3 points already. Nah, listen, we ain't got time for that, bro. We're trying to win trophies. Gail said, Trossard is always going to be a super sub. Havertz and Nketiah are fit. That's the Arteta way. Trust the process. It's crazy. It is crazy. John said, is Partey at right back, White at centre back? I think we're going to drop into that formation when we're defending, which I'm not a fan of. Partey at right back. I remember Partey playing at right back when we played Atletico Madrid in the Europa League semi-final when they beat us. I think that was Arsene Wenger's last year in charge, and I remember he played right back and he was solid. But he didn't look solid when he played at right back for us against Forest at the City Ground. So let's see. David said, Big C, just watch the refs warming up. Comical. Listen, Premier League referees, I think you know my opinion. I think you Yeah, a lot of you would have the same opinion. They're trash. Can we hit 1,000 likes before kickoff? We're at 900 likes. We're looking for 3,000 likes overall. But can we get 1,000 likes before the game kicks off? 13 minutes until kickoff. Nimbo said, I'm excited to see Timber. It's going down. I'm yelling, Timber, da 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 da. I don't know the rest of the words. It's a radio song, innit? I always hear it. But that's enough. Timber has been the best Arsenal signing so far in pre-season. Can he continue with that level? Can he do it during the season? A lot of you are still asking for the fantasy code. So rather than me, keep throwing it in the chat, I'm going to copy and paste it and put it in the description below. Again, if anybody wants to join, obviously you'll have missed the points from last night's game. Haaland, I think probably everybody in the whole league will have Haaland in their team. But you still can get involved. Gabriel, according to reports, is not injured and has been dropped for purely tactical reasons, which I find very, very strange. But maybe, as I said, maybe the manager has sat there and said, listen, City have just beat Burnley 3-0. Their goal difference is up already. We've got a home game against a team that had one of the worst away records last season. Let's try and batter them at home. Let's try and win 4 or 5-0 and send out a message, Big up penalty spot. Big up Curtis and the C unit. Let's hope we can do the business today. Let's hope so. We need to. We need to prove to people that we're ready. And, we're trying to win the league. This ain't the same Arsenal. Last year I sat there, first game of season against Palace. I said, if we get top 4, we've had a great season. I want to see Arsenal try and win the title this season. I'm not messing about. Big up to Simon Paul. Legend, bro. He's gifted 10 memberships to the community. Big up yourself. Really appreciate that. Listen, I always say I want us to have a great community here. Big community here as well. And big up to Simon Paul. Unfortunately, for some reason, StreamYard doesn't let you highlight that comment. But he's gifted 10 memberships to Curtis Shaw TV. So 10 of you will be members thanks to Simon Paul. Big up yourself, you legend. Hope this don't backfire on Arteta. Brian said, member settings. You're in, bro. You're in. But thank you very much to Simon Paul. Adam said, shout out Big C. I think this formation definitely shows Arteta wants some predictability. It's good if it works. If it goes wrong, it's not good. By the way, I think when you buy the members, because I can see people there saying, Simon, pick me. I think YouTube gifts them out automatically. So I don't think there's any say in who becomes a member. I don't know how they work it out. But big up Simon Paul. Matt Turner will depending. I really, really hope not. I really hope not. People saying in the comments that there's still drama going off outside the stadium. I'm trying to see if anybody's tweeting about it. The stadium still doesn't look full. It's not good. Not good at all. People saying the system was not tested out well enough before going into the first game of the season. It's a shambles. It's poor. It's very poor. I feel sorry for anybody outside the ground. It's not nice. 10 minutes to go till kickoff. Still thousands of people outside the stadium queuing up, apparently. It is what it is. I think you're going to kick off with half that stadium empty. It is what it is. Off topic, do you think Henry was robbed of a Ballon d'Or? 100%. Should have won it. Penalty spot said, I wonder if the surprise will be Rice dropping back. Now, that would be interesting. Because let's be honest, Rice he was a centre-back when he came through at West Ham. So could you get a situation where Rice drops into centre-back to play with Saliba, Timber's at left-back, White's at right-back? That could be the other way, A lot of us are saying it's part A at right-back. You could go Declan Rice. Allow gifts in the settings or you can't get the free membership. There you go. Big up that guy D. That's for everyone tuned in. Community settings. Make sure you've allowed gifts so you can be gifted. Accept your gifts, people. That's what we're here for in the community. We help each other. C-unit business. That would sound more sensible. It would. It's a shame because the interesting thing is Declan Rice's last goal was against Nottingham Forest for West Ham, a curler into the far corner. So it'd be nice to see Declan Rice, see Kai Havertz, and some of the new players to score, you know. Inverted ticket system, people. Inverted ticket system. It's a ticket system like nothing you've ever seen. It doesn't actually let you get in the stadium. That's how inverted it is. Typical Arsenal. Everything's inverted at the moment. Mark said, Mark867, YouTube chooses who interacts with you the most. Oh, is that it? So I suppose that you're sort of being rewarded for being active in the comments. People saying Laurie said he's sad to see Harry Kane go. I'm very much not in that category. I've had enough of him scoring against us in North London derbies. Get him to Germany. Get him to Bayern. I actually had a smile on my face seeing Harry Kane holding up a Bayern Munich shirt. And for anybody that hasn't seen it, there's nothing that makes me sad about that. In fact, I actually quite like Harry Kane as a player now that I'm seeing him outside of Nando's FC. I'm nowhere near that category of being sad that he's left. I am absolutely delighted. I can't wait to watch him play in the Super Cup later. So cheers to Harry Kane. You've escaped prison. Arsenal fans will actually probably enjoy it. Yeah, I might even bring out Harry Kane merch on the channel. You know, I'm that shameless. Big up my brother Broads in the chat. Anyway, let's get down to business. The players are in the tunnel. We've hit 1,000 likes already. Big up to everybody for supporting. We want to hit 3,000 likes overall. It's the first game of the season. And we're hoping that we can get away with 3 points, people. It is Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. The Curtis Shaw derby, the Kevin Campbell derby, the Ian Wright derby. I actually remember watching Ian Wright play. I remember watching Ian Wright play for Nottingham Forest, actually, at the City Ground. I think David Platt was the manager at the time, former Arsenal player as well. But we need to win today. Let's go over the team lineup and how we may set up. Ramsdale in goal. A back three of Ben White, Saliba and Timber. Midfield, Partey, Declan Rice, Odegaard and Havertz. And a front three of Saka, Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah. Which is interesting. Eddie gets the nod over Trossard up front. Yeah, right, he was at Forest. 6-month loan spell he had there. Didn't play that many times, but he was there. Free Harry Kane at last. He's out of prison. England have scored. The Lionesses lead. I was watching it. I just turned over. And England lead 2-1 against Colombia. Just seeing the goal now. Good little turn. That's a good finish, bottom corner. But right, let's get down to business. We've hit 1.1k likes already before kickoff. The players are lined up. This is it. The season is back. I'm hyped. I am going for 3-0 to Arsenal. We're going to be on the front foot. We're going to attack. And I'm going also for Kai Havertz to score his first goal for Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. 3-point collecting. I reckon Havertz scores today. I'm putting it out there. I'm trying to put the positive energy out there for Kai Havertz. I'm going for a 3-0 win. 3-1 to Arsenal, says Jamal. Give me your give me a team. Give me your predictions. Don't worry, the clock's ready, man. We ain't kicked off yet. Big C is a what did he say? Oh, sorry, he put Kane is a gooner. He is, man. We know. Emmanuel said, hey, I just got gifted a membership. Big up. Yeah, man. Big up, Simon. He gifted 10 memberships. The community gets bigger. Big C, Kane is a gooner. Shameless. I'm with you on that one. Right, Brett saying 5-0. Darren 2-0. LSU says 4-1. Paris says 5-0. Asfar said 8-0. Peter says 4. Free City saying 4-0. South London's Finest says 4-0. Carlos 4-0. A lot of you going for big defeats. Big up Phil. You've been a member for 9 months. He's going for 4-0 to the Arsenal. Latte, big up yourself, my bro. 4-1. He thinks we'll concede 1. Jerome's going for 7-1. Wow. I don't think he'll be that, but I'd love it to be 7-1. Cody Mystified says 2-1. Inverted ticket, says J Sim. 2-0, Rice and Trossard, said MD. Nick's going for 2-0 to Forest. Gunnar Graham says 2-0 to Arsenal. Boston says 4-0. Raphael Luton says 4-2 to Arsenal. Joseph said 2-0. Thoughts on the new Premier League scoreboard design? I haven't even looked at it yet, to be honest. 3-0 Havertz to score. Hey, that's what I said, bro. If you get it, we'll both claim it. Listen, the players are in a huddle now. And we're about to kick off. Big up Law Boss. Love from Jamaica, Big C and the C Unit crew. Big up everyone tuned in. Love for all the support. 3,000 of you in the chat. I am delighted to say the Premier League is about to get underway for Arsenal. Is this the season that we will win the title? Or will we win another trophy? What is going to happen? Steve Cooper looks drunk all the time. He does. He's... he won't be on any photo shoots anytime soon, that's for sure. He definitely won't. PTM said, Big C, if a girl says she loves you and you've been dating for 4 months, what should I do if she still don't want to come? Oh, my days. Relationship advice. I mean, if she says she loves you after 4 months... you're doing well. You take it as a compliment. But anyway, we're about to kick off. The Premier League season really begins now. Don't worry about Man City beating Burnley. It is Arsenal against Forest. Come on! I'm going for 3-0. Kai Havertz, he's going to score on his Premier League debut. I'm calling it. The players take their knee. No booing inside the stadium, man. Burnley fans were booing, which was a disgrace. We're underway. Declan Rice's Premier League debut. Here we go. Like Fabrizio says, it is Arsenal against Forest. The Premier League is back. I'm going for a 3-0 win. Let's do this, people. Man said, bro, let her love you. Just let her love you, man. You know what I mean? You've done well. Anyway, we're underway. Forest on the attack early on. Little nutmeg there on Timber. Don't like that. Havertz wins a free kick down by the corner flag. I still find it really strange watching Kai Havertz defend. It's strange to me that he's playing as basically an out-and-out midfielder. It's really crazy, but listen, let's see. Hopefully he's got the engine to do it. It's not easy. But the manager spent big money on him. He's got to prove it. Aaron Ramsdale to take the free kick. David Raya sitting in the stadium, so... he knows the pressure is on. Hope Eddie doesn't score, says Mandy. Hi, C, KDB out injured. Listen, I'm not disappointed. Let's put it that way. It looks as if we are playing free at the back at the moment. I think Partey is going to drop into right back. He's very much on that right-hand side. Here's Saka. On the right, 2 players on him straight away. Yeah, I think Partey is going to drop in sort of right back. He'll drift into midfield when we've got the ball and probably drop into that right back area. I don't like that. Because if they break down that side, Forest, it's a big recovery run for Thomas Partey to get back, Cheers to everyone locked in. I hope you're well. Premier League season's underway for Arsenal. Let's hope this is a great season. Ball over the top. Saka, right hand side, whips in all the way across. Cleared by Willy Bolly. And it goes out for a throw-in. Arsenal started lively. Havertz mode is the new slow mode. Oh, they reckon Havertz has got a bit of pace. I've seen a lot of people saying he's quite quick, but I don't know if he is that quick. Gonna miss those Xhaka modes. Don't worry, we've still got a few slow players. Jorginho's not the quickest, is he? Which is interesting. See, now, when we're on the ball, Partey's going central. Odegaard's gone to the right a little bit. I think everyone's just going to move all around. But Partey definitely looks like the one that's more at right back. But maybe when Partey goes central, Odegaard goes towards that right as well. Listen, modern day football, it all changed. The Boldin mode could be the new one. I think Holding could leave before the window closes, I've got to be honest. I don't think there's any guarantee he'll be here at the end of this window. Not even in the squad today. He's being linked with moves. Here's Odegaard, right-hand side. Finds Saka on the right. Twisty turns. Hits the byline, whips it in. Is that a corner or a goal kick? It's blocked Aina? I never heard of that brother for Forest. Maybe he's a young player. It is a corner to Arsenal. Saka has started well down this right-hand side. What is interesting is they're leaving him 1v1, which is very, very risky. I think Forest are playing 5 at the back. I think McKenna, Bolly and Worrell are the 3 centre-backs. Then they've got Aurier at right-back and this guy, Aina, at left back. Corner to Arsenal. Saka to take it. 3 minutes gone. Can we get an early goal? Kai Havertz header, said Adam. Let's hope so. There's a slight delay here. Pulling in the area. Matt Turner in goal for Forest. Him and Ben White having a bit of a scuffle. And Gibbs White as well. Can we take the lead? Aina is from Chelsea's academy. He was decent at Torino. Okay. Ben White and Gibbs White having a real pushing match here. Saka to take it. In swinging corner. Can we score from the first corner of the game? Ben White needs to just stop pushing him. Let him push you. You might get a penalty. Saka in swinging corner. Whipped in at the near post. Headed away. Goes back out for another corner. Decent corner there. Aina is a Nigerian international. He looks quite quick, to be honest, but I think Saka will give him problems. Ben White and Gibbs, I mean, he's wrestling him there, Gibbs White. Let him do it. You might get a pen. Let's see what happens. Second corner here. Saka to take it. Whips in at the near post. Not a good corner. Headed away. Too soft. Didn't get past the first defender. Didn't like that corner. It was a poor corner from Saka. You've got to put more power on it than that. It's a poor corner. Arteta's moaning at someone. I don't know who. He should be moaning at Saka. That was a poor corner. Yeah, Ben White needs to stop that because we know that referees, they'll just give a free kick to the defending team. Let Gibbs White grab you. You might get a penalty for that. Arsenal on the ball. Declan Rice. Deckers is in the building. Forest sort of playing with like a front three, but no out-and-out striker. Here's Saka again on this right-hand side. Forest got a lot of players back. Poor pass by Saka, but Declan Rice wins the ball back. That's what you're there for. I've said it time and time again. He will do a lot of dirty work, a lot of the unglamorous stuff, but it's vital. It's vital. No one in our team is a great set-piece taker. It's true. It's true. I remember Sanchez was pretty good at scoring free kicks. But, yeah, when we get a free kick, I'm not that confident that anyone's going to score it, to be honest, which is a shame. Ben White looks for a ball down the sides. Good ball to Martinelli. Keeps it in play. I think that's the first time he's touched the ball. Goes out for a goal kick. Should have tried to win a corner there. Big up MD Artist who said watching the England game and listening to you. Big up yourself, bro. Emmanuel said our corner kicks have been poor since pre-season. Nobody seems to be able to whip a corner in, get past the first defender and get it in the danger zone. It's frustrating. Raul said Sanchez was pretty good at everything. I mean, he was a world beater, wasn't he? Let's be honest. He was what you call a superstar. Fabrizio has tweeted again regarding Kieran Tierney. Arsenal insist on a permanent deal for Kieran Tierney. Real Sociedad keep offering a loan deal. Negotiations will continue next week in order to reach an agreement. It remains an open race. Other clubs are interested as well. It looks like Tierney could be out sooner rather than later. Do Sociedad have the money to buy him, number one, for a significant transfer fee, and number two, he earns over 100,000 a week? I don't think so. Oh, was the goal thing at it again? There's no goal. Apologies. I really need to look at that. I don't know why that just pops up by itself. Maybe it's a sign there's a goal on the way. Here's Saka. Good run. Looks ready, and Ketia Bolly holds him off. And it goes through to Matty Turner. Apologies. That goal thing is destroying me. An inverted goal celebration. Maybe it's on the way, but it hasn't arrived yet. Matt Turner on the ball. It's quite simple. If you've only got loan offers for Kieran Tierney, you keep him. Or there has to be an obligation that they buy him at the end of the season. Nothing else. Long ball for Forest. Saliba clears it in the air. Flicked on by Timber. Goes out for a throw in to Forest. 8 minutes gone in the game. No goals so far, despite what that was saying on the watch-along. Saka looks like the danger man so far, to be honest. Yeah, you might have to ban me. I might have to go time out if that continues. It's poor. Inverted goal. Big up Chris Fraser. Bless up to all. Just off work. Someone fill us in. Why no Gabriel? Gabriel, purely for tactical reasons. Not in the team, but he is on the bench. Odegaard, difficult pass back there to Ramsdale. Be careful. Does well. Lovely ball. Finds Thomas Partey, who is dropping in at right back when we are out of possession. Goes on a run, Thomas Partey. Finds Saka. They are starting to double up on Saka now, I'm noticing. Weng Teta, that is an absolute banger. Look at the picture as well. Man, mix the two of them. I think if we can score in the first 20, 30 minutes, we'll put Forest to the sword. But the problem is they've got 5 at the back. And basically 5 in midfield because they're playing with no striker. So they've got a lot of players behind the ball. Here's Martinelli. Finds Havertz. Think it's the first time Havertz has been on the ball. Partey finds Odegaard. Right-hand side. Saka. Edge of the penalty area. 1v1 against this brother. Aina whips it into the back post. It's up in the air. Eddie heads it wide. And Declan Rice slips over behind the goal. Nay, big up, bro. Hope you're well. Drop me a message. Get in contact with me, bro. Drop me a message. These are messages. I just got a message off Cruz. He's putting blonde in his hair today. He wants to look like how Rashford looked when he had blonde in his hair. Kids nowadays, eh? But yeah, good luck. I hope it turns out well. Yeah, Eddie heads it wide. Saka looks like the key at the moment. Down that right-hand side. He looks like the one that's dangerous. He's getting in some 1v1 situations. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going off. I don't think anyone in the Arsenal team's done that, but yeah, he likes that Rashford high top with the blonde on top. I don't know what's going on here. RSPB said, Eddie, it's like playing with 10 men. I'm not gonna destroy Eddie yet. You know my opinion on Eddie. 90% possession. Forest a 1v1. He's put it wide. Brennan Johnson was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What kind of defending is that? And that's on you, Mikel. We have not played free at the back all season. Wins the header. Yeah, he's onside. Look, they've switched. Look, Saliba's concentrating on the wrong player. Brennan Johnson, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Side foots it wide. Shocking. Shocking defending. If we'd have gone 1-0 down to that, I would have been having a meltdown. That is terrible. A long ball over the top. It's a nothing ball. Saliba's concentrating on the wrong player. Look, they're not... you can't, like... I'm trying to stay calm, right? We have not played free at the back the whole pre-season. You turn up for the first game of the Prem and you're experimenting. Dexter's Laboratory football. In Dexter's Laboratory, he's the smartest guy you'll ever see. And then he blows his experiments to smithereens. Mikel is doing up Dexter's Laboratory. Why are we experimenting? Play 4 at the back, Gabriel and Saliba. Timber and Ben White. You've just beaten Man City. Listen, if we win 3-0, people will say, oh, you overreacted. But I don't like it. Look, we give the ball away there. It's a foul, free kick, slow start. I'm not having... You don't have to do everything that Pep does. We ain't Man City and you're not Pep. Do your own thing sometimes, bro. Trust me, man. I know Pep's the top dog, you know, but Klopp never followed Pep. He did his own thing. Terrible defending. He should have scored. He misses it by about 5 yards. It's a terrible finish. They've had the best chance of the game. You've got nice here. You don't need to do what Pep does. Thomas Partey at right back. Here we go. Good ball into Odegaard. Oh, what a turn. Oh! Looks for Eddie. Oh, he's offside. He gets clattered. He clatters into Matt Turner there. I know. I'm trying to do Woosa, stay calm. I get it. It's just we just beat Man City last week. Why not play the same way? Let me stay calm. If we win the game, then it is what it is. First game of the season, Man City scored after 3 or 4 minutes. We haven't even created a good chance yet. So we'll see. Who's better, Eddie or Richarlison? Richarlison, bro. Let's not even cap. He started up front for Brazil in the World Cup, scored the goal of the tournament, that bicycle kick. He's been shocking at Tottenham, but it's probably Tottenham tax. Big up Big C in the C Unit community. Hope you're good. Mikel doesn't surprise me anymore, said Footy Chats. Listen, I don't want to go over the top. I don't. I just want to see more from us. I want us to create a good chance. I'm trying to stay calm. Stress is not good, Stay calm. Here's Saka. Ben White on the overlap. Finds Ben White. Corner to Arsenal. Come on. Come on. It's very difficult to just change systems, when you haven't tried it at all in pre-season, but, if we score, it'll force Forest to attack and we'll get more space. But we need to score. They had the best chance of the game so far, Forest. In swinging corner, Saka to take it. Can someone get on the end of this? We need a better delivery. Whips it into the near post, headed away at the near post again. It's a poor corner. Take him off set pieces. Here's Odegaard, finds Saka. Blocked his cross. Get him off set pieces. Saka on corners. I don't know where this is coming from. He can't get past the first defender. There's not a lot of pace on it. Put Odegaard on it or somebody else. Ben White on the ball. We are dominating possession. That is the positive thing. But we just haven't created anything really yet. Here's Timber, left-hand side. Drives into the middle. Does well. He's looking for a pass. Thomas Partey, good ball. Into Deckers. Got no one to pass to going forward. Forced to start again. Yeah, that right back is getting very... Here's Havertz. He's got support. Finds Odegaard. Saka on the overlap. Should have passed it. It's took too long. Good feet by Odegaard. Saka, touch deliver. Starts again. I think we should have made more of that. Forest have honestly got 11 players behind the ball. They're not messing about. And Gibbs White nicks it from Saliba. Ben White gets back and recovers. We've got to be careful here. We got to be careful that we don't get caught on the counter-attack. One simple chance they had. Here is Saliba. Finds Martinelli. Martinelli, Havertz, few of the attacking players, they haven't been in the game enough. It's all been down Saka's side so far. Big C, why is Saka's socks always cut up like that? It's a new thing in football. A lot of players now are cutting circles in the back of their socks. I see a few of you have put it. Apparently, you get more oxygen to your leg, and it makes the blood flow better, and you can play better. Apparently, so this is the new thing you'll see now. I think Kyle Walker was the first person I saw do it. Now loads of players are doing it, cutting up their socks. Odegaard looking for Havertz, breaks out to Saka. Saka gets doubled up on, loses the ball. Forest will try and hit us on the break. Here is Danilo. Brennan Johnson loses out there, and Saliba goes back to Ramsdale. We need to move the ball quicker. You're going to have games like this a lot this season because now teams are a lot more scared of us. Last year, teams would have probably come to the Emirates and thought, oh, Arsenal just finished 5th, might still have a go at them. Martinelli's taken out there by Yates, free kick about 40 yards out. Now teams are going to look at Arsenal and say, listen, Arsenal just finished 2nd. They've just spent 200 million. When you go there now, you can't just express yourself. They're going to go there and set up defensively, So we've got to learn to open up teams now when they've got a low block, Helps prevent injury. Every team is coming here and parking the bus. Listen, City probably have to deal with it every week, but they find a way to open them. And once you score and go 1 and 2-0 up, they have to start attacking. Then you get the space. Then you can hammer them. So we need to score. Eddie Nketiah on the ball. Finds Saka. Forest are making this very difficult for us. I've got to be honest. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to open them up. But we are dominating possession. Thomas Partey in the midfield role now. Looking for movement. It's so crowded. Saka, right-hand side. He's been on the ball more than any other player so far. 2v1. Tries to play a 1-2 with Odegaard, and Forest break it down. It's not easy, this. We're going to have to be patient, including me, myself. I'm going to have to be patient, but then we give the ball away. Ben White with a terrible pass puts it out for a throw-in. You've got to be a little bit frustrated with this. You know, Arteta's coming out of the dugout. 18 minutes gone. We haven't really created a great chance. The balance is a little bit different. You're trying to play a different way. And it's not really helping. See, the problem you've got, and you're spot on there, Goatanelli. Saka's looks the most likely. But because we're playing a back three, Ben White's not getting forward as much. So Saka's got no overlap because Partey is playing like right back / centre mid. So now they're just 2v1 in Saka. We need to get on the left-hand side with Martinelli and Timber. Martinelli finds Kai Havertz. Finds Timber on the overlap. Tries to whip it in. The cross is blocked. And he's offside there. Free kick to Forest. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. I think we're trying something that we should have tried probably in pre-season if you had plans of doing this. To just turn up first game of the season and go with a different formation. Number one is dangerous. And number two is probably a little bit arrogant to think that, you know, would he have done this if we was playing against a better team? It's an absolute shocking finish from Brennan Johnson. He should have gone the other way. He would have probably scored. He tries to open it up and puts it wide. We should be a goal down. With Bossard, we'd have already scored. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that Trossard, just because he's on the pitch, we win the game. But I just think the system in general has made us a little bit unbalanced a little bit. We are dominating the ball, but we're struggling to create a good chance. Henok, big up yourself. Long time, big CO Paulie as well. I've been to 5 Women's World Cup games here in New Zealand. Big up yourself. Did England win? Did England win? I think they're still playing, right? They're still 2-1. 4 minutes to go. We're on the attack now. Thomas Partey driving through the middle. Finds Saka. Every time we look like we're going to drive, there's so many players behind the ball. There's no space whatsoever. Here's Martinelli. Rice on the overlap. Finds Thomas Partey. It's a good ball. He's got no... Tries to play it straight through to Matty Turner. Forest have packed the defence. You know, I'm not even going to tweet yet. Let's wait till half time. Jesus and Trossard are the best we have for unlocking low blocks. They're very good. That low centre of gravity. They get the ball to feet. They can move. They can link up play. Oh! And Ketia blocks Turner's kick there. But he goes out for a goal kick. That's probably the best chance we've had. Nimbo said, is TNT a new sports channel? It was BT Sport, is now TNT Sport. So it's the same thing, but a new name. Need to test their left side. They're closing off Saka, you're right. Havertz needs to be more active. This is the problem with Havertz. You know, when we're quiet, he's quiet. You know, where you need him to get on the ball. Partey is at least trying. I've got to be honest. He is trying to make something happen. And he's got to go back at right back sometimes, which doesn't help. Turner with the long kick. Gibbs White appeals there for a free kick. Rice wins the ball back. We need to be quicker. You cannot play slow against a low block because that's what they want. They can shift across, 3 centre-backs, 2 full-backs, win the headers. You've got to move them, then open them up. Forest don't care. 14% possession, like Triss says. They don't mind. They've had the best chance. It's still 0-0. They won't mind. They'll try and hit us on the break at times. And we haven't looked like scoring yet. So listen, I'm trying to be patient. Here is Declan Rice. Finds Gabriel Martinelli. He's getting no space whatsoever at the moment, Martinelli. Like 0 space. Aurier is almost man-marking him. Saliba. They need to move the ball quicker. Ben White looks for Saka over the top. Overhits it straight to Matt Turner. Now we're forcing things. You cannot force things. You've got to be patient. Honestly, it's like a boxing match. We all want to see the big punch that knocks them out. But sometimes you just got to keep working the jab. Forest will tire. The thing about 14% possession is you're spending nearly all the game just chasing the ball. You're going to get tired eventually and you're going to make mistakes. We've got to be patient. Big up Jerome said, Dexter's Laboratory, Mikel Arteta, man. Big up yourself, Jerome. We don't want to keep experimenting. Nath said, I will check my DMs, bro. I must not have seen it. I'll check. Big up, bro. I'll take experimenting too much. We got to be patient, but we got to create a chance. Got to move the ball quicker. Partey's playing so deep. Here's Saka on the halfway line. They're basically man-marking Saka and Martinelli. They're giving them no space. Vegas Gunner, have we taken a shot yet? I don't think we have, although we might now. Here's Kai Havertz, 25 yards out. It's blocked. Yates closes him down very well. Timber does well. Thomas Partey, 30 yards out. Come on. We've got to do more. Odegaard in that right-hand channel. Finds Partey. He's got no space. Does well, though. Probably been one of our best players, Partey. One of the only players who's getting on the ball and trying to make something happen. Here's Saliba. The Arsenal defence are literally 40 yards from the Forest goal. They're that high. Here's Declan Rice. It's going to feel totally different to him. Here's Saka, edge of the area. Forced backwards again. We've literally... Oh, Partey does well. Finds Saka in the area. Shot blocked. What a block by that Aina. Here's Saka in the area. It's got space. Blocked. Goes out for a corner. Come on. Keep going. It's frustrating to watch. I get it. But we've got to be patient. Keep moving this Forest team around. Tire them out. Make them keep chasing it. And hopefully the goal will come. It's a corner. But, you know, we need to see a better corner than the rubbish we've been watching. Saka's first two corners were not good enough. The one before that was all right. But the last two haven't even beat the first defender. Saka in-swinger. Can we get a better one? Again, it's at the near post. It's flicked on, though, this time. It's in the air. Forest clear it. Comes out to Martinelli. He's under pressure. Don't lose the ball. Right, Martinelli turns. He's hardly been in the game so far. Hits the byline. Does a 360. Cross it, Eddie. Eddie shoots. Yeah! Eddie Nketiah scores! Arsenal take the lead. Edward, cheddar cheese, Nketiah. He does his Thierry Henry / Gabriel Jesus celebration. Fair play to him. You don't shoot. You don't score. Deflected shot. And Eddie Nketiah gives Arsenal the lead. Arsenal 1. Nottingham Forest 0. But make no mistake. Gabriel Martinelli with the brilliant skill that leads to the goal. And a good finish. And Arsenal lead 1-0. Good finish by Eddie. Listen, it's a deflected shot, but you can score them. Oh, look at the 360 by Gabby, man. Jesus. Sent Danilo to the shops. Eddie does well. What he does, he shifts it out of his feet quickly. Look. Willy Bolly tries to dive in. Deflection. Turn off straight through his arms. He'll always be a fight. Hey, Cruz predicted it. He predicted it. He said 2-0. Eddie and Havertz with the goal. 1-0 to the Gunners. We're not getting a striker now. Well, that's the only bad thing. You know, he'll get a new 5-year deal on 400 grand a week. Turner didn't look that interested in saving it, I got to be honest. Always rated Eddie, said Eros. Yeah, I've always... listen, I can't even say it. But it is good shameless settings. But listen, it's a goal. We needed the goal. Now, hopefully, Forest will come out and attack. And we can pick them off. Great bit of skill by Gabriel Martinelli with the 360. Cruz called it. Hercules! Hercules! Well done, Eddie, man. Listen. Prove people like me wrong. I doubt him. I'm a doubter of Eddie. Prove me wrong. I'll happily eat humble pie and shut up. You know? Big up, though. But we lead 1-0. Now it looks more positive, which is what I was saying. We need to be patient. Even me. Sometimes I get a little bit, you know, calm down a little bit. Dominating the game that much will usually lead to something happening. I think that was our first shot on target. Now Forest have to try and get forward a little bit. Saka does well. That has to be a yellow, man. What? Saka does not get any protection. Well done, ref. Yellow card for Aina. I'm butchering his name probably, but he clips Saka there. No intention of going for the ball. And it's a yellow card. And that's what you want. Left back's on a yellow. Now Saka can keep running at him. Big up Jerome said, Eddie, lifetime contract. He ain't going nowhere, man. We have to just accept it. Palace wanted him. He's going nowhere, man. He'll be here for a long time. He's one of our own. Yeah, we have to. He did come through our system after coming out of Chelsea. Big up Alistair. Oh, Cernal. Hey, Cruz called it. Cruz called it. He said Eddie, although the Havertz prediction ain't looking great. He just got bullied. Yes, Gabriel Martinelli. Bullies Sergio Aurier. Take that, you Tottenham boy. Here's Saka. 1v1 with Aynot, who's on a yellow card now. McKenna comes across to help him. They know he's in trouble now. There's no way. Oh, Odegaard, magic. Partey. He loses it. Quality play by Odegaard there with a dummy. Press him. Put him under pressure. Well done. Oh, yeah, it's a foul. We're at it now, people. We look a lot better. We look a little bit more lively now. We've got the ball and got the goal. Goatinelli. Streets forget Goatinelli, man. Martinelli is going to be a superstar. I tell people all the time. This kid's different. 21 years of age, Brazilian. You heard Klopp when he said this boy's special. These men know what they're talking about. He's a serious player. Can improve, definitely. Akanka said people were doubting Eddie. Listen, Akanka, I was doubting Eddie. I'm not doubting what you're saying. He's got to prove himself. That's the reality, you know. Keep scoring when you get the chance. I'm more than happy to eat humble pie. Let me tell you that. If it's for the benefit of Arsenal, I'll take it. Let's go and get the second and third goal now. Let's show Forest what we're about. Forest have to try and get forward now. They can't have 14% possession. Maybe I was wrong thinking Trossard is better than Martinelli. Yeah, relax. Martinelli's different. I do like Trossard, though. I can't lie. He's a baller. But I think he's going to end up as the super sub. Havertz has hardly touched the ball. Honestly, I'm not having a go at him. He's hardly touched the ball. People saying Saka looks in pain. I think, did he land funny on his hand? 360 back heel assist. You ain't going to see a better assist than that all weekend from that Martinelli one. That's outrageous. Deckers, keep getting on the ball. Keep things ticking. Havertz. Havertz is having a very, very quiet game. I'm letting you know. But listen, here we go. Down the sides. Here is Havertz. Whips it across looking for Eddie. It's cleared. That's better. That's better from Havertz. Start making runs. Gets in behind there. That's what you want to see. It's a clever run. Great ball into him from Martinelli. It's a good cross across the area. What a ball from Martinelli to Havertz. And Eddie was there waiting. It's a corner to Arsenal. And finally, Saka's off the corners. We've got an in-swinger here for Martinelli. We've had 5 corners, 86% possession, and we're 1-0 up. It's looking a lot better. Can we get a second? Martinelli to take it. Hopefully a better one. Whipped across the near post. It's there. Can someone finish it? Eddie, pass. Oh, and it breaks away. It actually wasn't the best of corners, but Saliba does well there. Saka, 25 yards out. Shoots. Oh, my God. Bukayo Saka. That is absolutely outrageous. Saka bends it into the top corner. It is amazing. That is absolutely world class. 25 yards out. Bukayo Starboy Saka. Wow. What a hit, son. What a hit. You will not see a better goal this weekend. That is world class. That is Bukayo Saka. Give it up to Saliba. He wins the ball back. He drops the shoulder and bends it in the top corner. Matt Turner, no chance. What a goal. What a goal that is. That is world class. Wow. Wow. Sensational goal from Saka, honestly. And I don't throw them words around lightly. That is absolutely outstanding from Bukayo. What a goal. He cuts inside, whips it, the power on it, into that top corner. Jeez, that is special. What a goal. Matt Turner, mate. Sorry, fella, but that is unbelievable. What a goal. That's one of the best goals I've seen Saka score. Absolutely. Let me change the score. Saka, what a hit, son. What a hit. Tina Turner settings, thank you very much. Keep picking that ball out of the net. That is outright. Iron Saka. Oh, that's the best one. He's moving like Robin. Robin, am I dreaming? The wingers, I told man it. We are the wingers. Saka, Martinelli with the assist. They're special, them two. Let's give Eddie his credit for the goal. Saliba with the assist. What a goal, Bakayo. I just belly slid on my tiles at home. I lost my mind. Wow. Here we go again. We're cooking. Oh, he's overhit it. Martinelli does well. Keeps it in. Oh, well done. Go on. Hunt him down. We're here now, people. We're here. Damn, I might have to get some merch to celebrate. And it's Arsenal. Arsenal FC. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. And it's us. Come on! Yes! 2-0. Let's go. We want free. We want free. Declan Rice clatters into his own player, Kai Havertz. Probably trying to wake him up. Come on, Havertz. You get a goal now, man. Make something happen. I'm a little bit worried there. I think Rice might... I hope Rice hasn't got a dead leg. He's ran straight into Havertz there. He's holding the top of his thigh. He's a tough lad. He'll run it off. Your neighbours must be complaining. As I said about a year ago, I had neighbours that I only used to say hello to. I didn't really talk to them that much. And I thought, with how crazy I go on these watch-alongs, I need to actually, explain what's going on because they probably think I'm an absolute lunatic. So I had to actually explain to him, like, listen, bro, I do watch-alongs. If you hear me going crazy, there's nothing to worry about. I'm just going mad. And he understands. He laughs about it now. So, yeah, we're good, man. I had to give him the explanation. Makes me happy. Starboy and Goatanelli are our own. They're unbelievable. They're unbelievable. Saka and Martinelli are special. Honestly, man. I feel like I should put Saliba as well, but you know what I mean. Havertz starting to get on the ball a little bit. Can he get a goal? We need a Havertz goal. That would be the cherry on the cake now. I'm enjoying this game a lot now. Big up Juan, by the way, for that super chat. Forest are trying to get forward a lot more now. Curtis sends memo to his neighbours about the watch along. Forest on the attack, ball whipped in. That's a poor cross. Rambo collects it. Rambo, Rambo, Rambo. Sergio Aurier with the poor cross there. Havertz is doing something. Actually, don't mind him in this game. You can probably get away with it in this game. That's the thing. You know, it's against the better teams. Can you get thoughts on Havertz? I mean, he's quiet, isn't he? He's quiet. Damn, man. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm so... Honestly, I said this the other day on the last stream. I said, signing Martinelli and Saka and Saliba to new contracts is as big as any signing that we've made this summer. Like, they are genuinely special, all three of them. I believe all three of them can go to world-class levels. With time and coaching, like we're so lucky to have them free. We're so lucky. We just got to keep dropping them gems around them, you know. Ben White finds Saka. See, Saka playing against the left back on a yellow card. He's got no chance. He's going to get cooked. Declan Rice getting on the ball a lot, which I like. We're dominating the ball so much. Dominating the ball. I just want Havertz to score. Here we go. Martinelli gets in behind. He gets to the byline. Eddie's in there. Whips it across. Goes ahead of Eddie. Saka keeps it in at the back post. 1v1. Martinelli's cooking. Odegaard on the ball now. He crossed it just in front of Eddie there, who might have scored again. Odegaard starting to get on the ball. Ben White finds Saka. Odegaard, look at the football. Finds Eddie. Oh, great block. We're playing some brilliant football. That's got to be a corner, surely. Willy Bolly with the block. Man, we are cooking with gas. Odegaard. Oh, them little passes around the corner, man. I wish I was playing up front myself. We are... What? Is that no corner? He's give a goal kick. We're playing. We're playing, people. They're showing you the Saka goal again. Oh, the power on the shot. Jeez. Lord of mercy. Mangala gets brushed. Look at that. Oh, Matty Turner. Don't even dive. There's just no point diving for that. Stand there and just watch it. We're cooking. Look at Matt Turner should have just done a fist pump. You're an Arsenal fan anyway, Matty, mate. You know what I mean? Just fist pump. We're cooking, man. The barbecue was... It took a while to get it hot. It's hot right now, people. I'm coming in hot. Yo, let me not sing. But anyway. Yeah, no refunds on Turner. No 28-day money back guarantee. He's yours now. He's yours. Steve Cooper. Can't be happy. They should have been 1-0 up. Havertz can't believe it. He's probably standing there going, oh my God. Playing for Chelsea, I never saw football like this. Listen, I'm looking 4K likes today, man. We're 2-0 up in the first half. We're playing great football. We should go top of the league if we can score more than 3. I ain't messing about, people. Let's get 4K likes today. No messing. Free kick to Forest. Ball over the top. Dummied by Timber. They keep it in, though, and Saliba clears it. We've already got 1.5. Martinelli's cooking on the counter-attack. Finds Eddie and Ketty. Lift your head. Get out of there. Well done. Finds Havertz. Just keeps it ticking. Thomas Partey. Out to Odegaard. We're cooking every time we go forward. I think something's going to happen. Oh, Odegaard gives it away. I think he picked the wrong pass there. Gibbs White's brought down by Timber. And it's a free kick to Forest. Big up Dangerous Dave for becoming a member. Welcome to the community, bro. And we will do a member stream, hopefully Tuesday. We'll look back on the first weekend of the Prem. Now I'm enjoying this. Don't cry for me, Matty Turner. The truth is we never loved you. All through your wild days, your non-existence. I kept my promise to keep my distance. Oh, Matty Turner. Oh, Matty. Do you know what? I think I like Matty Turner now he plays for Forest more than when he played for Arsenal. Because at Arsenal, I didn't really rate him. Seeing him concede 2 goals in the first 35 minutes, I kind of like him. Here we go, Kai Havertz. Oh, Kai, you've got to find him. Odegaard, can he nick it? Ah, he should have slipped Eddie in there, man. Could have been 2v2. But we look great on the counter-attack. Dangerous Dave, thanks, mate. Had to. Adrenaline is pumping. When the adrenaline's pumping, man, I'm telling you, I could be in the armory by the end of this game. Oh, Saliba comes across. Well done, William Saliba. Oh, well done, Deckers. That's what we signed you for, Deckers, lad. Do that dirty work. Although he was quite lucky to win a goal kick, but I just really like this Arsenal team now. There's so many likeable players. I mean, I'm not being funny. Partey got absolutely minced there. By Johnson, I think that was, which is hard. You know, you're asking a lot for him to go from midfield to right back. Someone has blocked my son, Callie. Why has he been blocked? I'll double check. Mods, go easy with the blocking. Unless someone's committing, you know, serious C-unit offences. We don't want to block. Faye said, lurking on YouTube for the count. Twitch is just like spot on the time. I love the content, Big C. YouTube fan it. They're like, big up yourself, Face. Big up. Curtis Stockman Turner was a good servant. I mean, I think I'm being quite respectful there. I've sung a song for him. Listen, he was a nice guy. He played a few decent games in the Europa League, but we moved him on after a year because obviously the manager feels we can go to another level. Announce the treble. Hey, listen, man. The what did we get? The SC Tour Trophy, the Emirates Cup, and, you know, maybe an FA Cup. People sometimes do get mistakenly blocked, which is a shame. Saka, right-hand side of the penalty area. Odegaard on the overlap. Saka, it's good defending. Partey. Oh, he's forced him back well there. Look at the Saka-Odegaard link-up is ridiculous. Odegaard. White on the overlap. Hits the byline. Oh! Pulls it back behind everyone. The football is beautiful. I love it. Even though Ben White should have picked someone out there. Wow. The football is just, oh, we are cooking. We are absolutely cooking. Edu has lit the barbecue today, man. We are absolutely cooking now. This could end up 4 or 5. The Odegaard Saka link up is disgusting. Timber. It's Declan Rice. Oh! Keeper saved it. Deckers. Declan Rice shooting from 30 yards. Pull the trigger, lad. We need a Rice and Havertz goal and the stream just ends. Good save, Matt Turner. Listen, Matt Turner is a good goalkeeper in terms of shot stopping. I think what's gone against Matt Turner is he's not amazing on the ball and we want to play out from the back, where Forest are not going to play out from the back the way we are. Alex said Rice's biggest strength is his positioning and awareness of threats. Absolutely spot on. Oh my God. Oh, Odegaard tried to play a through ball to Nketiah. It got blocked outside of the foot. Odegaard is just... He is the player. When you're picking a pass, he's the guy you want picking out the pass. Here's Martinelli. Wins a throw-in. I love the way we're playing. I love the way we are playing. We are playing champagne football. You know, I've seen some Lambrini days, Arsenal, man, finishing 8th. This is like a good bottle of champagne on ice right now, you know. C-Unit, we need more. Yeah, listen, 2-0, I want 5. I ain't here to play no games. I want 4-5-0 by the end of this game. We look like we can score every time we attack. Curtis, your mods are on job blocking on site. Yeah, go easy, you know. Eddie finds Saka. Saka's having a great game. He's so dangerous and he scored an amazing goal. Lee said Rice is really impressive in terms of presence. Yep, he's there. He's there to block things. Adrian said, Curtis, bro, love your show from New Zealand. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We're worldwide, people. It's a 5k bottle of champagne. Yeah, man, it's expensive, you know. I want to be excited, but I'm waiting till April. It's true, but we are where we are. The power of now, people. The power of now. Enjoy the moment. We can't control what happens in April, but we can influence what happens in April. And let's just get better and better and better. Martinelli has not actually been on the ball that much, but he just looks like he's ready to rip Aurier to bits. Saka's having a great game. Martinelli's been, Partey's been good. Rice has been good. Timber looks like he's played for us for 5 years. We look good. What we have to keep in mind is we're going to have tougher games than this. Forest last season were one of the worst teams in the league away from home. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. Saka has been outstanding. This left-back is getting cooked. He finds Odegaard. Odegaard drops a shoulder. Oh, my God. Tries a back heel for Ben White. Odegaard's doing... He got blocked, but I'm willing to accept it. Kai Havertz wins the ball back. Get involved, Kai. We're having an all-you-can-eat restaurant now. Go up and get seconds, bro. You don't need to be shy. Go up and fill up the plate. Everyone's eating right now. I feel like Kai... Oh, we've given the ball away just as I said that. Yeah! Look at that from Gabriel Martinelli. We are cooking. This boy is special. Don't tell me nothing about Martinelli. Gotanelli in the chat. The boy, you see the recovery pace from Martinelli there. Clamping man down. Trust me, Kai Havertz being shy, man. He's had his plate. You don't want to go up and get seconds. Go up and fill up your plate, bro. Ask for a box and take it home and have it later on. You can have as much as you want. This is an all-you-can-eat restaurant right now, Forest. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and have a dessert if you want it. Martinelli finds Nketiah. Loses the ball. Easy there. Look at how... Oh, Rice was hunting. Partey wins it back. Yes! Come on! Timber gives it away. That's a poor pass. Go and win the ball back. Go and win the ball back. Yes! No! No, they're trying to get Timber sent off. There's going to be a VAR check here. He's getting a yellow card. I think he was a bit high. Timber's injured himself, I think, as well. Nah, never. Never in a million years is that a red card. The work rate from Martinelli. I'm loving this game. Absolutely loving it. Timber's hurt. Timber's down injured. It looked like his shin hit against Brennan Johnson's shin. And obviously Timber, if you're watching the game, he has his socks and his shin pads low. So he's probably clashed. Captain Salah told you 2 years ago Martinelli is a generational talent. He's outrageous. Him and Saka are ridiculously good, honestly. White B said 2 more signings. We are winning either the Champions League or the Prem. Midfielder and a winger. Kudus and a sneaky bid for Lavia. Goal difference up, please. I mean, Lavia apparently looks like he's going to Chelsea as well. But yeah, I hear you're 2 more. I'd like a striker to be one of the 2, but you know, maybe it's striker tax. Big up Edu's Barbecue. I was worried with this lineup, but it's been a great game. Hope we keep a clean sheet. I'm with you on that. I don't want to concede. Big up Edu's Barbecue has been a member for 18 brilliant months. He's been involved. And listen, really appreciate everyone tuned in. Great numbers, 3,250 of you in the chat. 3 minutes added on. We're already into those 3 minutes. Maybe a slight delay because of this injury. Maybe we'll get another minute. Timber looks hurt. He definitely clashed his shin against Brennan Johnson. That has caused him some pain, but I'm enjoying this. Slow for... I'm getting the tweet ready already. Slow first 20 minutes. But since the goal... we have been outstanding. Timber's struggling. He's been booked and he's limping, which is not good. And when you bear in mind, Kieran Tierney, the left back, is not even on the bench. Now, surely if Gabriel was on the bench, left-footed centre-back, why is Tierney not then on the bench as the left back? But obviously we know why. He's going to leave. They're going to sell him, which is the thing. Timber's hurt. Low socks, low shin pads. He's clashed his shin against Brennan Johnson. You know, without even, if you're not even watching, clashing against someone's shin is going to cause a lot of pain. He's limping. Can he shake that off? Get the magic spray on there, man. Hopefully he'll be all right. Free kick to Forest. Smashed up there. Flicked on by Bolly. That should be half time. We're actually 5 minutes in. It is 5 substitutes this year, Dom. Or Dam, sorry. He got a yellow card, though, so he's got to be careful. Arsenal on the ball. Declan Rice probably can't believe how much we're having the ball. This ain't West Ham, going long ball up to Mikel Antonio trying to win knockdowns. Like, you're going to touch the ball a lot during the game. James, Saka, and Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah, good finish near post after a great assist by Martinelli, and Saka with an absolute thunderbolt of a finish. Top bins. Half-time whistle gonna go. Half-time whistle goes. Half-time whistle goes, people. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0. I would like to think that it should be game over. Let's be real. It should be a case now of how many... rather than whether we win or not. We should be winning this game comfortably. Slow first 20 minutes, but since the goal, we have been outstanding. Saka and Odegaard link up on the right. And Timber and Martinelli on the left. Rice and Partey solid in the middle. There we go. Nothing to complain about. First 20, I was a little bit not really enjoying this, but I'm very calm. For anybody who hasn't watched that game, the first 20 minutes, we dominated possession. We had 90%, but we were slow on the ball. We didn't create anything. We didn't have a shot on target. Brennan Johnson gets a one-on-one just from a long header that bounced. And he gets one-on-one and he puts it 5-6 yards wide. And you're thinking, what the hell is going on? But since Eddie scored, we've absolutely annihilated them. And we look like we can win this 4 or 5-0. Timber Timber is solid going forward and defensively. What a signing. DJ Valentine, Martinelli, man of the match so far. He saved 2 bad passes from Havertz and Timber, and that worldy 360 assist. I think the good thing is that we can debate it. Who is? Because I think Saka's been brilliant. I think Odegaard's been brilliant. I think Rice and Partey have been brilliant. Martinelli's been brilliant. Eddie's got his goal. He hasn't done much outside of it, but it's a very important goal. This channel is funny. You still wish Eddie is sold. You've got an agenda. If you can't see what he does, you don't understand football, Curtis. Listen, Eddie, said it time and time again. We can put the humble pie in the oven. One thing about me, I'm more than willing to accept when I'm wrong. More than willing. If it's for the benefit of Arsenal. But Eddie, 1 goal doesn't get you where we need to be. Keep scoring. Keep proving yourself. Improve your all-round game and your hold-up play. Big up Omidu said, Curtis, it was nice meeting you in DC. Had the bottles ready. Never heard back from it. Oh, my bad, bro. But good to meet you anyway, man. It was very busy, man. With a few days and I was out. Listen, with Eddie, well done today. Keep doing it. Still got more to prove as far as I'm concerned, though. M. Shaw said, what's your thoughts on this transfer window? Good. I think we need a couple more to be great. I would still like 1 or 2 more. Where is Balogun? He's probably at home watching. I mean, they're saying he's got an ankle injury, but he trained yesterday. I think he's fit and they're just waiting to sell him. Eddie is proven in an Arsenal shirt than Balogun. Bro, Balogun's had 2 games for Arsenal. He can't prove himself if he's not in the shirt. You know what I mean? I don't think that debate really holds weight because he's had 2 games for Arsenal in the Europa League. You know, he scored 20 plus goals in France last year. So I get your point, but it doesn't really make sense until he gets a chance. Big up Edu if you're watching. Well, Edu said people at Arsenal watch the streams of content creators. So listen, Edu, man. Timber and Rice still want a bit more from Havertz. He's still been the quietest of our attacking players, but hopefully he can grow. Big Tross on for Havertz, says name blocked. Havertz performance, quiet. He's had a couple good moments. You know they call him Shy Havertz. He genuinely plays like he's shy. We need to get that shyness out. Stop being shy, bro, and go and get the ball. Go and score. Go and enjoy yourself. We play good football here. This ain't Chelsea, bro. Go and enjoy yourself. Have another plate. The restaurant's open. Help yourself. We need to get that shyness out of him. I think there's a player there. But we need him on the ball more, for me. Get him on the ball more. Balogun is a bigger asset. So where's that one? Sorry, the comments are flying. Caps. FFP maybe sold. Havertz has PTSD from Chelsea. Probably does. Havertz still getting over Chelsea depression. I'm surprised by Havertz. He's worrying that he's ghosting against Forest. Saka's goal gave me Robin vibes. Dial Square said thanks for the membership. Was that from Simon gifted 10 memberships earlier, right? Big up Simon and big up everyone who's become a new member. Enjoyed that game. First 20, I was borderline. I was ready to explode. You know what? I'm like, what's that? But the last 25, I've been like, yo, let me just sit back and enjoy myself, man. I'm enjoying this. Kimani said, for a player with that much quality, Kane needs to show it more. And that's the thing. Some people in the comments will be thinking, oh, he's on Havertz a little bit. The reason I'm probably a little bit onto Havertz is I actually think he's got crazy talent and ability. You all saw him at Leverkusen. He looked like one of the best young players in the world, people were saying. Chelsea's deal was over £80 million with add-ons. This guy was a serious baller. Bear in mind, this summer, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid were in for it. So everybody can see that the boy's talented. It's about production. He has to produce. We've got to get him out of that shy, like Mangis said, he looks a bit passive. It's like he's watching the game. Oh, look at Odegaard, look at Martinelli. I want you to be in that party, bro. I want to get you in VIP. We've got wristbands. You can get in VIP. You can enjoy yourself as well. He's playing like, yo, am I allowed to be in here with trainers on? Yeah, bro, we know the guy who owns the club. You're in. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and do your thing. We need to get the shyness out of him. We need more. But I think we can do it. Listen, I always say, if we can get Granit Xhaka from here to where he was last season, we can get Kai Havertz from probably here to up there. That's what we need to do. Just give him a wristband. Tell him to enjoy himself. You don't need to be shy, Kai. You know what I mean? Dry cry, shy cry. Shy Kai. Shy Kai Havertz. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. We got a Forest fan in here. I want Forest. Listen, you ain't winning today. I got to be honest. I think Forest now need to look at not conceding too many. I got to be honest. Oh, the Martinelli assist. It gets better every time I watch it. Bolly dived in on Nketiah. I tell you what, Eddie needed to score that because he had a simple layoff to Odegaard. He does well, drops the shoulder, makes it look like he's going to shoot, then he shifts it again, sends Willy Bolly to the shops, and I think it's, who's that brother? Worrell, deflection off his leg, and he gets the goal. Fair play to him. A great game so far, said Nurmal. Your thoughts on Partey as an inverted right back? I think on the ball, Thomas Partey has been excellent. What worries me is them couple times he got caught out by Johnson. Defensively, he's not going to be quick enough to get from midfield to right back against a quick winger. I wouldn't like to see this system against one of the better teams in the top half, but against Forest at home, you can get away with it. I'm expecting 3-4, 5-0. There's man, yeah, come on, VIP's popping, man. Go and indulge yourself, Kai, man. Enjoy. You know what I mean? You can get in however you want. Wristbands are there. Shy cry, even tears, even my heart cries. Facts, Curtis, he needs to win his duels, dribble more. Yeah, man, go and be physical. Honestly, when I saw Havertz in America, he's 6'3", I think. He's tall, big lad. You know, we ain't got time for that little, shy, tall guy. Be strong, go and start, you know, muscling people and stuff. Yeah, we need to get Shy Havertz to Killer Kai, man. That's what we need to get. Harlem, Killer Cam business, you know. We'll get him there. We'll get him there. I'm going to defend him, hopefully. See him Rice sing North London Forever, priceless. Was he singing it at the start of the game? Maybe Odegaard said, come and sing. Sing the song with me. Nah, listen, I think that these players are adopting what we're about. I think Declan Rice today is having another really good game. I've always said Declan Rice is not a highlights reel player. He ain't flip-flapping people. He ain't doing 4 step-overs. He ain't nutmegging people. His positioning and understanding of where to be on the pitch and break up play, it's outstanding. I think he can get better going forward and start adding goals to his game. But I think the way he reads danger and wins the ball back and then gives it to your Odegaards, that the Arsenal team look like they're enjoying themselves today. They really do. I'm really enjoying it. So let's see. This pass ratio, yeah, we are... we're definitely... I think it said we had 84% possession. Let me double check. That's extremely high in the Prem. Extremely high. What was the half time? 84%. Absolutely dominated. Deck loves a good sing-along. Rice, Rice, baby. Yeah, he loves it. Rest of the Prem games start at 3. I actually forgot it was Saturday. It always helps when we win. You can relax and enjoy the rest of the games of the weekend, you know. 438 passes, says Effie. That is done, and that's in one half. Some teams don't do that in 90 minutes. We've done it in a half. I have to admit, Forest have been poor. They've been poor. Outside of, you know, the Brennan Johnson chance that was a bit of a... I'd say we switched off defensively. They've offered absolutely nothing. They're playing like a team that's just trying not to get battered, which I think for your second season in the league, you've got to do a little bit more than that. But listen, we've been good, and I'm sure they're tired at half-time. Is Saka a world-class player? It's a good question, isn't it? I would say he's borderline. I'm getting close to saying he is. I am. I'm getting very close. I still want to see him in the Champions League and doing it there. But he's close. He's one of the best right wingers in world football. If you look at Real Madrid, Barcelona, Rodrigo plays right wing, Rafinha. I'd say he's better than both of them. He's getting there. He's getting there. I think this is the season. I think MD just said it there. This is this season. Saka will become world. I think by the end of this season, if he's doing things like that today in the Prem again, takes it into the Champions League, goes to the Euros with England, I think there's no doubt. I always say to be world class, I've got to have seen you in them top. I want to see him in the Allianz Arena, the Bernabeu, the Nou Camp, in them environments. But he can become it this season for me. I think this is his year. Saka will be the best player in Prem history. I think you need to relax. I'm happy. I'm enjoying everything that's happening. But, Thierry might have something to say about that. But I hope he does. I hope you're right. But there's a long way to go. Long way to go. You think Rodrigo's better than Saka? I think Saka's better. I think he's better. But it's a good debate. Big C, you see why Martinez and Timber were a good partnership at Ajax. They love defending and hot-headed in the tackle. I think with Timber, I wonder if Timber's going to stay at left back. I think eventually maybe you move him. Because the thing is, Timber is brilliant at left back, but you would like to think he'd be even better if he was playing at right back or at centre back. So I still think eventually that Zinchenko will end up back at left back and Timber will maybe get moved somewhere else. Because I do think Zinchenko is pivotal to the way we play. But it's great to have these options. Solomon said, so how to do today's game, Arsenal? So how to today game? Maybe he's saying, how's the game gone? I mean, we've done well. TMB, when it comes to wingers, I will only switch for Vinicius. And even with that, left footers are more valuable. I love Vinicius, of course, but he ain't going to leave Madrid to come to us, is he? Unless we break the bank. But yeah, the two wingers we've got, unbelievable. Coben said, big up Big C, just star to Mikel. Listen, this guy, man, I told, man. I said it at the start. Do I think he's worth 100 million? No. But is he going to be good in this team? Absolutely. He's going to be the guy that cleans up all the mess. Wins the ball back, starts the attacks. His positioning is outstanding. He's no nonsense. He's brilliant at that role. Players about to come back out. Sports Genius, see, Eddie is only a centre-forward keeping Trossard out. Is it better to be versatile or a specialist? Is Trossard's versatility going against him? I think it is. I think you're absolutely spot on. And I think sometimes you've got to be a specialist in one position rather than, I can play left wing, I can play inverted, I can play on the right. Eddie's a straight up and down striker. And I think that goes for him. I mean, they've just showed you Trossard walking out there. He's probably frustrated. He's had a fantastic pre-season, still can't get in the team. But this is what happens at big clubs, It's what happens. Arsenal players coming back out. TMB, when it comes to he said that. Vinicius. Samuel said, I'm back, Curtis. Given Ketia the green screen. Well, at least he hasn't gone for me with the first. He's always trying to banter me, Samuel, and he pays for it. But listen, it's all good, bro. Given Eddie the green screen. Ooh. Got to do a bit more to get the green screen. The way Saka and Martinelli are playing, the green screen's probably going for them. But we'll see. Maybe if Eddie gets a hat-trick, he might get it, Rice tested the waters with that shot. He needs to lace it next time. Players are back on the pitch. I'd love Rice or Havertz to score today, or both of them. Saka deserves the green screen. Zinni in midfield, please don't put him back as a left back. It's interesting with Zinni, isn't it? I think when you're playing against an elite winger, maybe you need to, go with Timber, who looks defensively better. But Zinni is very good on the ball. Big C, what's the ticket price for an Arsenal game? For a game like this, if you get face value, probably £40, £50. But to get one at face value is difficult. You probably pay £70, £80 even for today. Right, we are about to get underway. Second half, people. And we are underway. I feel a lot more relaxed right now, by the way. Yeah, you're right. Timber is back out. I was a little bit worried he could be injured. Broad said the difference is, and Ketia does better when he starts. Trossard does better off the bench. Great from Mikel. And it's a great point. I've said it many times. You keep coming off the bench and doing well. Sometimes it makes the manager think you're a super sub. And I think that's what's happened with Trossard a little bit, which is harsh, but Curtis already seen improvements from last season, 100%. Timber and Rice make us a better team. Straight away. Havertz, okay, we're not sure. And then I think players like Saka and Martinelli get even better. I've caused a stir by saying Saka is better than Rodrigo. I like Rodrigo. I think he's good, but I honestly think Saka's better. He got 9 goals last year in the Liga. Saka got 15. I think Saka's better, but we'll leave that debate for another day. We'll leave it for another day. Hat-trick should be automatic green screen. I can't lie. Here's Declan Rice, left-hand side. He gives away a free kick. Very soft free kick. El Chapo, I agree with that. Keep a clean sheet. Don't concede a sloppy goal. You saw last season for Arsenal, one of our biggest problems was conceding goals at home against teams that we shouldn't have. And in the end, that was one of our biggest problems. You know, we conceded 16 goals. 10 goals, sorry, more than Manchester City. Cut those goals out. This should be a clean sheet. What a touch by Martinelli. Lays it off to Eddie. He has been wiped out there. He's probably hurt. That has got to be a yellow card. That has absolutely got to be a yellow card. Willy Bolly, I mean, he's even spitting on himself here. He can't even spit on the grass. Wipes out Martinelli. He does have Champions League pedigree, I'll give it him. But I just think Saka's better than him. I think Saka would start for Madrid ahead of him. He's quick though, he is lively. OGD, big up for becoming a member. I'm sure you've been a member and rejoined in the past. So big up to you. Ball into the area, cleared. Arsenal dominating again. Timber on the ball for Arsenal. He's done. He's done. What's happened to Timber there? He just fell to the floor. What the hell happened then? Oh no, what has just happened to Timber? This could be the worst thing of the whole game. Tomiyasu's coming on straight away. Terrible. Timber had the ball there. He's fallen awkwardly and he's off. He's doing that as if to say, what the hell happened? Pass the ball. Oh no, he's holding the back of his knee. What? I don't even get what happened. He doesn't even look like he's fallen funny. All right, we're in trouble. Timber is out, mate. The knee. This is bad. This is typical, isn't it? New signing. Been our best player, hardly getting injured at Ajax. Comes to Arsenal, first game, does his knee. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's crazy because it looks like he should have actually passed the ball sooner. Is that from the kick in the first half? I don't think it is. It looks like it. People saying it's his calf. He's off. He's done. I mean, he's limping off. He's not going off on the stretcher, but calf injury, even a slight pull, you're going to be out for 2 or 3 weeks. It's so typical, isn't it? Why are players always injured at Arsenal? Guy's been unbelievable in pre-season. And he gets injured. He's off. Tomiyasu's coming on at left back. Maybe Kieran Tierney does have to stay now, Sella. He's telling Arteta what's happened. Maybe as he's gone to stand, he's tweaked the calf. I hope that's nothing serious. The fact he walked off is better than him being stretchered off. But like you said, man, them non-contact injuries are always a worry. Hey, El Nenny's wearing a naughty shirt there, by the way. Damn, that's the biggest downer of the game. We need him back. Welcome to Arsenal, man. Players always seem to get injured playing for us, don't they? You know, always get injured. Tierney might have to stay. We'll have to see. I still think they'll sell him. Ah, dear. I remember Chambers walking off. He had broken his ACL. Why are Arsenal players always injured? Timber was fire. That's put a massive downer on this. I'm really annoyed. Sorry, Tierney, you have to stay now, said South London's finest. El Neni wearing what's the brother in EastEnders, man? Oh, Alfie Moon. We're in an Alfie Moon shirt. Come on, let's still score a couple goals. Odegaard, 30 yards out before he's going to shoot. Finds Martinelli. Decker's on the overlap. Give it. Hit it. Hit it. Tomiyasu shoots straight at the keeper. Timber should not have come back. The thing is, I don't know if that injury had anything to do with the first half. I think this is totally different. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White. Good block, Thomas Partey. He's had an excellent game, honestly. Playing this inverted right-back role, he's been solid. Rice, Partey, they've been really good. I think it's his calf. I don't think it's his ACL. But we'll see. Hopefully it's a minor. This is ridiculous. Tomiyasu is also injury prone. What is this? Well, we need Zinchenko's in training, isn't he? So you'd like to think by next weekend that Zinchenko will be available. Arsenal dominating the ball. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Here's Martinelli on the ball. He's had a great game so far. I don't think he'll be out for too long, said Jensen. I hope so. Timber got injured, East London Gooner. Very, very disappointing. But we'll see. We don't know. Havertz gets pushed to the floor, wins a free kick on the halfway line. Mangala pushed him over. Big up everyone tuned in. Still got 3,300 of you tuned in, which is absolutely amazing while the game is playing. Can we hit 4,000 likes today, people? We're at nearly 2,000, which is great. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already as well. Here's Saka on the ball. Down this right-hand side, he had a great first half. Goes past Yates, goes past A&R. He's in the area. Oh, he gets a little touch on it. And Matt Turner manages to pick it up. And that was nearly a great piece of skill from Saka. Drops his shoulder, knocks it round the next one. I think if he had a bit more space, he would have got that. Unlucky there, Saka. Forest play the ball forward and lose possession. Declan Rice, great ball out to Martinelli. Great touch by Nelly. Gets hammered there. Jeez, man. Very physical, this guy, Aurier, man. Former Tottenham player. Probably hating on us. Come on, he said, Curtis, you're a top commentator. I appreciate that, bro. I love that picture. Henry and the Bernabeu, man. They were the good old days. Let's hope we can go and slap them up this season. Here's Havertz. Come on, be stronger, bro. Wins a free kick. I let him off. Cam said, feeling super deflated after that. Potential signing of the season goes down in the first game. Let's hope he's not out for long, man. Here is Declan Rice. He's had so much of the ball today. He's playing in like that Granit Xhaka role, isn't he, on the left. Forest in trouble this season. It's interesting, isn't it? Because last season, they were one of the worst teams in the Prem away from home, but their home form kept them up. Is it just because it's Arsenal and we've made them look so bad? I don't know. Fine margins. Brennan Johnson put some 1-0 up. We're panicking, but yeah, it could. Listen, I think they'll be in a dogfight. I predicted that they'll stay up. I think teams like Luton and Sheffield United will be worse. I think Wolves are going to struggle this year. They sold João Moutinho, Neves, Jimenez, Traore, Nathan Collins. But I think Forest, they look like they've given up a little bit. I've got to be honest. Ball over the top. Matt Turner collects it. We're made out of paper aeroplanes. Yeah, if that. Havertz with a free kick given away. He's having a quiet game, Kai. Tried to defend him at half time, and I'm trying to say, he's just not on the ball enough. Somebody said it earlier, he seems so passive. He seems like he's on the pitch, but he's not involved. Saliba with a difficult pass there to Ramsdale, who clears it for a throw-in. Tyrell gone up. We look very good. Hopefully Timber is good. Yeah, let's hope so, man. Forest will finish 16th, 17th, the power of the City ground. It's very dangerous for Forest to purely rely on their home form and that atmosphere, because teams will get used to that this year and maybe they won't be as good at home. You do have to go away from home and pick up some points, especially against teams near the bottom as well. They need to be picking up points, but they've looked poor today. Throw into Forest. Long throw into the area, headed away. Ball's up in the air. This is a chance. It's a shot. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Locatelli or Kudus needed in that Havertz position. We got Lingwa Ray, who said, love the content, bro. You have a Jamaican vibe to your flow. Lingo from South Carolina. Yeah, big up, bro. Obviously, a lot of the family come from Jamaica, so that's why, you know. 5 subs, we're good. Yeah, but no, I haven't seen a picture of Ray. I don't know if they've showed Ray. Apparently, he's in the stands. Can we get a couple more goals? I've 4. I predicted 3-0. But I'd like to see 4 or 5. Martinelli into Declan Rice. Zips it in at him. He does well. Tomiyasu at left back. Barella would have been the one. Yeah, I'd have loved Barella. Havertz going to be a flop. Let's give him time. Need Trossard on. Throw into Arsenal in the... The game's got a feel about it now, like it's like the last 10 minutes of the game. You know, it feels a little bit flat now. We've gone a bit flat. We've kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit. Listen, it's a bright, sunny day, a hot day at the Emirates. I think Forest kind of know that they're out of the game. They're trying not to get hammered now. So I hope we can step it up again and create a few more chances. Partey and Rice today have had a really nice connection to them. Just to say that, Partey gives the ball away. But listen, we've got 33 minutes to go. And we do have quality on the bench. I want to see ESR and Trossard. If you haven't noticed, on my bench, I ran out of space to write Smith Rowe. So I've just wrote ESR. So that is Smith Rowe, of course, if anyone was wondering, on the bench. But yeah, ESR, Trossard, I would expect to see them get minutes. I would take Kai off and bring Trossard on, says Jansen. Would you rather a clean sheet or 3 more goals? I mean, I did say a clean sheet, but if you offered me 5-1, I'd take that over 2-0. Because I want to see more goals scored, you know. So many empty seats. I wonder if a lot of people didn't get in. Or have they just not come back from half-time yet? If he said Arteta needs to put Trossard on and stop the favouritism with Havertz, we've lost our rhythm a bit due to Timber's injury. Arsenal on the ball. Game's slowed down a lot now. 58 minutes gone. 30 minutes into this second half. We haven't really created a chance yet, but 2-0 up. They are going to probably go through the motions a little bit. I'm sure we'll score again. Odegaard was fouled there off the ball by Yates, so he gets up. We are dominating. I can't remember seeing Arsenal dominate the ball as much as this. Forest don't even look interested. Just as I say that, we give the ball away. Again, Ben White looks for Saka. Goes all the way through to Matt Turner. 1000 MK said, Rice is the best centre mid in Premier League history. Well, you're clearly very happy today, bro. I like your optimism. Rice wins the ball back there. Saliba finds Havertz. Can we get Havertz on the ball a little bit more, man? You can't fault Havertz. This is his first game in the Prem with a more high-level intensity team. Yeah, it's going to take time. It is going to take time. So we got, as I keep saying it, we got to be patient with him. He may be frustrating at times, but we got to be patient. Hopefully, we'll get there. His Deckers. It's like a keep ball session. This now. We're not even getting forward much. We don't need to be honest. Rice again. I'd love to see Rice or Havertz score. Good run by Martinelli. He looked at him. Havertz finds Partey. Keep this Forest team chasing after the ball. It's so difficult when a team keeps the ball this well. Saka finds Havertz. Right-hand side. Oh, he gives it away, Saka. He slipped as he went to play it there. Don't foul him. Good tackle, Bukayo Saka. Wins it back. Odegaard finds Martinelli. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard is the orchestrator of everything that happens. You know. Oh, good tackle by Aurier. Throw in to Arsenal. Down by the corner. Forest have come looking like Leeds. I would rather keep the game at 2-0. Keep the clean sheet and 3 points. I don't fault Trossard. Arteta needs to realise it will take a while for Havertz to adapt. Why not put Trossard in system he's used to? Havertz is always finding space, just isn't getting the ball. Trossardinho on for Eddie. Keep on Havertz. We need him to get used to the system. And so we can get a couple more goals anyway. Here is Havertz, edge of the area. Saka lays it off to him. He finds Declan Rice. Martinelli, 1v1 with Aurier. Can he do him? Tries to go past two players there and loses it. Probably should have given that to Declan Rice. Goes out. Does it? No, it stays in. Arsenal have the ball back with Tomiyasu on the halfway line. Listen, we are playing well. Sun is out. Prime Odegaard. He's loving it. He's getting all that sunshine, you know. He just looks like he wants the ball. He looks like he can make something happen. And we need him to continue to grow this season. Here's Declan Rice on the ball. He's had the ball so much. He's asking Eddie to come and get it. He does well there. Partey, good little turn. It's opened things up. Turns back the other way. Oh, he tried a difficult pass there. Tried to slide Eddie in. I actually think Thomas Partey's done really well today. Here is Gibbs White. Forest trying to catch us on the break. Great skill there by Gibbs White. They end up on the halfway line. Why does Havertz need time but Trossard doesn't get enough time? I think for a couple of reasons. Number one, the value does come into account. We got Trossard for 25 million. The pressure and expectation on the manager is not the same. He paid 65 million for Havertz. I think he's our third most expensive player ever. He's also on big wages. Second of all, Havertz is like 23, 24. Trossard is 28. So you're going to feel like Trossard is probably close to his peak of his powers. And also, Trossard is naturally a left winger, not a striker. I'm not disagreeing, you know. I would love Havertz to start. I think he's a brilliant player who does deserve to start. I'm trying to sort of justify it, how the manager would be looking at it. Ivan Toney would have cost 65 million. Yeah, honestly, that ban has cost Ivan Toney a massive, massive move. I think we'd have been looking at him. I think Tottenham would have looked at him to replace Kane. I think United might have looked at him. They needed a striker. Chelsea still need a striker. I think lots of clubs would have looked. They're trying out Havertz to see if he fits. Partey and Rice is a title-winning midfield. I think it's absolutely brilliant. This is why I've kept saying I don't want Partey to be sold, because I think with those two, we're rock solid. Oh, Odegaard is enjoying himself. Here we go, Kai Havertz. Oh, like you just that little bit, man. Oh, it's a foul by Saliba. I'm trying so much to be patient with Havertz. He's frustrating to watch. Edge of the box there, shift it away from him. You've either got the shot or you can roll it to Martinelli. He loses it. I'm going to try not to talk about him too much. I actually don't want to have a go at him. I just want to see more from him, you know. I'm surprised no bigger club has gone in for Gibbs White. I like Gibbs White. I think the thing is Forest paid £40 million for him. So to buy him, you're going to have to pay probably 60 or more. They're not going to sell him for 50 at a 10 million profit. He's one of their best players, under 21 England as well. I think clubs will look for him soon. Free kick to Forest. They're pumping it in the box from the halfway line now. Gets down the side. Worrell. It goes out for a goal kick. 27 minutes to go. Forest are offering absolutely nothing at the moment. It's not worth selling Partey for 40 mil. I don't think so. You can't replace Partey for 40 million. To replace him, you got to get like a Caicedo, and we've seen the level that he is financially. I like that Fofana at Monaco, though. Samuel, Curtis always has this Sean Paul superstar vibe while on tour. As soon as he's back on the show. Hey, relax, Samuel. The hairline's decent, man. Look, the baby hairs are there, man. I'm not having that. Samuel, I told you, Baldy, relax. He always tries it, you know, Samuel. I'm not having it. What does Havertz do for this team? Well, he improves the height. He definitely improves the height of the team. He's 6'3". I'm trying to go easy on him. I don't want to say too much about Havertz because people will say, you've got an agenda. You got an agenda on Havertz. So I'll go easy on him. Yeah, Samuel, you might have to get a timeout, man. You're a disgrace. I hope Brighton get relegated. Anyway, England women are in the semis. Was it 2-1? 2-1, yeah. Partey is immense like a Rolls Royce, glides around and normally makes good decisions. It's quality. It's quality. Unless you're getting me a Caicedo like that, there's no point selling him. Rice tried to find Martinelli there. Aurier got his body in the way. I don't mind Martinelli giving him one there. Give him a real barge in the back just to let him know, because Aurier's been putting some tough challenges in on Martinelli, former Tottenham player, of course. So, wow, Kepa is set to join Real Madrid. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do there. Obviously, Courtois done his ACL and they need a keeper. Dennis just put it, Kepa to Madrid. It's on loan. I suppose, listen, in Spain he might be all right. I think he had a big reputation in Spain. And it's a loan. If he's poor, they'll just send him out. Man said, Curtis, dirty, yeah. Let me not start singing. In fact, I might start singing. The game's gone quiet. The way we can offload these players is crazy. Chelsea unreal at selling players, you know. Here's Saka right-hand side. Finds Partey. The way we've kept the ball today has been so nice. We've been brilliant in possession. Martinelli, him and Aurier have got a little battle going on there. I can see it. Kepa is falling upwards. That is a brilliant shout. He is. Chelsea only going to have one keeper, I think, aren't they? With Sanchez. They may have to buy another one. Here's Odegaard anyway. Let's focus on Arsenal. 2-0 up. Odegaard looks for a ball over the top. Forced it a little bit there. Didn't connect well. Good tackle by Havertz. Wins the ball back. Martinelli cuts inside. He's got 2 on him. He's lost the ball there to Yates, although it's a throw-in to Arsenal. Let Havertz settle in. Yeah, listen, we need to. We need to. We need to. Nick don't rate women's football. I haven't watched a lot of it, to be honest. I don't watch a lot of it. I'm going to be totally honest. I do think it's improving, though. I do think it is improving. People saying online that Havertz says 6'1". He looks taller than that in person, I reckon. I thought they said 6'3". This is where the manager needs to see it's going flat and inject some life. Totally agree. 23 minutes to go. You got ESR, you got Trossard. Make a change, freshen it up a little bit. Bring on players with a bit more motivation now. He's good at the winning the ball back. And that's what I'm saying. That aggression, get him to learn how to use what he's got in a different way. He probably didn't have to do that. Do you know what, people? My FPL captain, I didn't actually pick it. It picked it automatically because I didn't select it. Obviously, I would have probably gone for Haaland against Burnley. I think it's picked Ollie Watkins for me, which I'm not very happy about that. Who are Villa playing? Villa are away at Newcastle, so he ain't going to score many against them, is he? So they've absolutely stitched me up there, but it's my fault. I should have picked it. So, yeah, not a great weekend there probably to get started. Yeah, the game's gone a bit boring, I can't lie. We could do with a change. 22 minutes to go. I want at least one more goal. I said 3-0. Eddie does well there. Heinz Partey, good ball to Odegaard. This could be a chance, Odegaard. See, Havertz was on the edge of the box. Forest on the break here. Serge Aurier. They've got a 2v1 here. Danilo on the right-hand side. Nutmegs Rice. Goes past Odegaard. Jeez, dropped a little meg on Rice there. Forest on the break. Shot. Goes just wide at the near post. Never looked like it was going in. I think it was deflected though. I think it's a corner. Ramsdale was scrambling a bit there. Curtis Rose Watkins then picks him in his fantasy team. Bro, I was running out of cash. I can't lie. I was spending big. I was like, I need a striker. I can't afford all the top ones. So I had to, I had to go with Ollie Watkins. I thought Villa would score quite a few goals today. And he don't have a lot of competition up front. So that's why I went with him. He'll bring on Fabio Vieira. He probably will. He loves him. Got to get ESR and Trossard on, man. Corner to Forest. Let's not concede a stupid goal here. 20 minutes to go. Ramsdale needs to come and collect if he can. In swing off Forest. Ball whipped in. Ooh, was a bit... They're appealing for a penalty, Forest. Tomiyasu, I don't really get that. The ball was nearly on the floor. He's chesting it almost on the floor. Why do you not volley that away with your foot? Ramsdale's rugby tackling someone there. Another in-swing up. We got to defend better than that. Come on, go and win the ball. Don't concede. It's a great ball. Oh, goes all the way across. I told people about this. Ramsdale coming for crosses is not great. He misses the ball. Look, I mean, he's getting his shirt pulled. I let him off. But he's all over the place. You know, he ain't getting that anyway. Has the injury upset our style of play? Which is crazy, isn't it, that one player affects us so bad because it's a left-back. You don't expect a left-back to have that bigger an impact on the way you're playing. But I do think since Timber has come off, we haven't looked as good. Danilo has come off for Forest, and Anya has come off. Williams and Awoniyi have come on, so they've brought an orthodox striker on now. I mean, 19 minutes to go and you haven't made a substitution. I don't understand why Arteta waits so long to make changes. Time for a sub. The game's gone a bit flat since the Timber injury. Trossard or ESR needed. Game's gone very flat. It's really interesting. I was quite hyped at half-time. I'm quite bored now, which is a shame. Oh, I think it did it pause there. Trossard for Havertz. Ramsdale punching players in their head. He's not good at coming for crosses. I've said it for ages. Oh, Ramsdale takes too long to clear it. Blasts the ball against Brennan Johnson. I think it's hit him in the chest. Ramsdale don't feel sorry for him. Ryo wearing the Arsenal kit yet. Just play it. What are you waiting for? I think did the ball smack him or did he kick him? Oh, he's caught him with his studs, I think, after kicking it. Rambo's got to do better than that. Can't keep having them moments. David Raya's waiting now, bro. Here we go. Finally, Trossard is coming on. He takes Eddie and Nketiah off. I can't believe that. He loves him. Trossard comes on. Well done, Eddie. You got your goal, lad. We needed it. It started things, so fair enough. We looked a little bit slow until you got that goal, so big up. He's throwing up love hearts to the Arsenal fans as well. Martinelli with the assist of the weekend. Eddie took his goal well. He delayed the shot slightly. That created that extra space for him to shoot. It's amazing how many times a defender can be in front of you and you can shoot and it goes through their legs. Because naturally as a defender, you go to block the shot. So big up Eddie. He got his goal. Trossard's on. Will Trossard play up front or will he go on the left and Martinelli up front? It looks like Trossard's up front. Give VSR some minutes as well, man. Innit? I just tweeted and then he made the change. Need another. So 3 gets us joint top with Man City. I'm not happy with 2-0. We're at home as well. You would argue this is an easier game than Burnley away, to be honest. And being 2-0 up at half-time, yeah, I definitely want another. Good play by Ben White there, wins a throw-in. What? Didn't he kick that against their player? How is that a throw-in to them? We've been quiet in the second half. Over 3,250 of you in the chat. Really, really appreciate your support. Just hit that like, people. YouTube, they want likes on videos. They share the content with more likes. It is what it is, people. So I would appreciate it if we can get to 3,000 likes at least. Trossard gets 19 minutes. ESR, I mean, we're 16 minutes to go. He's still not on. Throw into Arsenal in their own half. Arteta is obsessed with Havertz. As I said, when you spend big money and you're a manager, you have to find a way to justify it. And I think he's going to leave him on. He's going to try and find his way to play into confidence. Cliffo made a great point. Same issue as last season. We can't kill off games. And this is the difference, in my opinion, between Arsenal and between Manchester City. Especially at home. Man City 2-0 up at half-time against a team fighting for relegation. I expect that game to end up 4-5-0. Haaland's getting the match ball. we are not quite as devastating in attack at times. 2-0 up in the first half. We should be taking them to the cleaners. Here we go. Aurier against Martinelli. Does well. Here's Odegaard. Finds Havertz. Come on, he needs movement or do something. Havertz. Here's Declan Rice. Saved. It's the post. Matt Turner tips it onto the post. Goes out for a corner. That's a great save. That's a great save. Havertz got the ball on the right. Odegaard makes a good run. Creates the space for Rice. Gets a deflection off Worrell. Fair play to Matt Turner. That is an excellent save in the bottom corner. It got a big deflection. And he had to adjust at the last minute. And he tips it wide. He's not obsessed with Havertz, but the price tag forces him into the 11. And that's what it is, really, I think. But better there from Arsenal. Would have been great if Rice scored. The intelligence of Odegaard, man, is goated. And he's taking the in-swingers now. He's took Saka off the corners. And that's a better one. Flicked on, deflected, save by Turner. Good ball in there. Forest trying to hit us on the break, though. There's Brennan Johnson, is it? Right-hand side. He's got a 2v1 here. Saka forces him back. Brennan Johnson's actually being linked with Tottenham as well. For 40 million, which is interesting. Not had enough of that second half. Shoot more. Yeah, we've hardly had any shots in the second half. Forest down this right-hand side. Aurier, good tackle. Bukayo Saka, great work. Goes out for a corner. Will you be doing a Champions League draw watch-along? Absolutely I will, bro. You know how long I've waited for us to be back in that competition? When is the Champions League draw? Let's have a look. Corner to Forest. The Champions League draw. When is it? Doesn't actually say. I think they're in the last knockout stage now. So after that, it should be. It is in August. It does say August. Corner to Forest. Gibbs White to take it. Let's not concede a silly goal here. He's going to take an outswinger. Can Ramsdale come and collect it? It's a free header. Oh, it loops up in the air. Willy Bolly there. He didn't make a good connection. And Ramsdale catches it. People saying the 29th. Some people saying the 31st. So it's around the 29th to the 31st of August. We'll go along with that. It's around then. Around the end of the month. Second half has actually been boring. Actually been boring. And we need to learn from this. Okay, 2-0, clean sheet. We'd still be positive. And Stevie, I get it. Stevie said we're seeing it out quite easily, doing more than enough. But at times, you've seen Man City. They're still going crazy. 4, 5, Haaland, hat-trick. De Bruyne gets a second. I think you still at times need to send out a message and batter teams 4-5-0. Sometimes, yeah, 2-0, get the job done, keep it quiet. This is first game of the season. I think we could have sent out a message. 12 minutes to go. We still might. I said it for a long time. Ramsdale, I'm nervous when we get a corner. Doesn't often come and collect a corner. This game isn't won yet. It's won, Matt. It's been won since half-time. I didn't want to say it, but it's won. I can confidently say it's won. Brennan Johnson's down on the floor now. He's holding his leg. Is Arteta allergic to subs? I mean, there's 11 minutes to go. We're 2-0 up. Surely you can give ESR a run out. Alanga's coming on for Forest. I actually think Elanga will be a good signing for Forest. I think Cooper said he wasn't fit yet. But Elanga, Johnson, I think Forest will stay up. I think they'll be all right against lesser opposition. Johnson, Gibbs White, Elanga, maybe a 1 year up front. I think they'll hurt teams. I think they've got pace, especially the teams near the bottom. But they just haven't tried to get forward enough. Champions League starts in September, I believe. Elanga is on. Brennan Johnson comes off. I think he got a knock on his leg. And fair play, listen, it takes a lot to leave Man United and Arsenal and Liverpool and go to, lower teams in the league. Because, your ego, you probably love going around saying you play for United or Arsenal. Here's Odegaard, does well, really well, really. Oh, he nearly picked out a pass to Martinelli. But the ref brings it back. It's a yellow card and it's a free kick. Predictions for the AJ fight. I I think he wins in. I think the knockout in the first 5 rounds. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will go that far. Hellenius is a big guy, but he's not that good. Wonder how much time will be added on. Yeah, with the whole time added on, I think you'll get 5 or 6. I don't think this is like a 10, 11 minute stoppage time game. Haven't been that many stoppages, to be honest. The players are not 100% yet. Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that. Partey finds Havertz into Odegaard. It's Trossard, sorry. Great footwork. Partey out wide to Saka. Up against Nico Williams, who's just come on. Goes to the byline. Clips it in. Here's a chance. Declan Rice. Oh, he volleys it into the ground. It's tipped wide by Turner. Deckers. It was a chance. He doesn't catch that well. Saka whips it in. Flicked on the volley. Just behind the penalty spot. He'll be disappointed. He doesn't connect well with that. Volleys it straight into the ground. If he hits through that there, he maybe scores there, but hey, it is what it is. ID said, I mute the TV and go to your commentary. Great choice. Odegaard whips it in. It's in the air. Havertz looks like he's took a hit in the face. Forest aren't stopping though. Jeez, who's this brother running? He looks rapid. Awonye, Alanga and Awonye. He gets to the byline, whipped in. Awonye scores! Can you believe it? Maybe the game is not over. We have been absolutely destroyed on the counter-attack. Awonye and Alanga have annihilated us on the break. They destroyed us on the break. That is shocking. Poor defending. Honestly, maybe the curse of me saying that the game was over. Alanga, why is Saka the last defender? He can't keep up with him. Ben White, get across your man, bro. He's only going to roll the ball across goal there. Get to the near post. I mean, he's looking at Trossard. I think that's a shocking goal. It's an absolutely awful. Ramsdale's diving around like Superman. Awful. Wide open. Now you put pressure on it. Now what? Like I said, look. You don't score a third or fourth. You always give them an opportunity. Now look, we've given the ball away. What are we doing? They're on the attack. Oh my God, edge of the penalty area, shot over. We are panicking. What are we doing? Alanga again, left-hand side, whips it in. If Gibbs White would have left that, they had a man unmarked at the edge of the area. We look tired and the manager is not making enough changes. Fresh legs. First game of the season, players aren't fully fit. Make a change. Forest, how have they scored? How have we conceded? Look, Jason Lee's in the crowd. Former striker, Nottingham Forest. They used to call him Pineapple Head. Jason Lee's in the crowd, sitting with the Forest fans. Just seen him, clear as day. Bald head and a beard. Now he wants to bring on Gabriel and put everyone in defence. Get Havertz off. He hasn't done anything second half. Couple good tackles, that's it. Look, we're losing 50-50s now. Well done, Trossard. Well done. Get on the ball, man. Stop panicking. Stop panicking. Make something happen. Martinelli, there's a player down on the floor. Drive, Martinelli. Lift your head. You're going to lose it. Lift your damn head up. Why are you taking so long? It's so frustrating to watch. Come on, finish him off. Odegaard finds Havertz. Blocks. Oh, his shot's blocked. Comes back out to him. We better score a third, man. I'm not happy with this. Not happy with this. Dominated the game so much. We should not have been in this situation. Now Forest feeling like it's a close game and they can nick an equaliser. Keep the ball. Jesus, why have we made it so hard? Saliba does well there. Finds Tomiyasu. Left-hand side. Trossard out on the left. He's got no one to pass to. Great 1-2. Give him back. Martinelli. Oh, they tried to play a 1-2. The ball didn't get to him. I can't do the Woosa thing right now. You know, I'm hanging on. We should not be at 2-1 hanging on. We should have been 3 or 4-0 up, game over. You've got to be more cutthroat if you want to win the league. City would not be in this position. The Prem is back. Lift your head. Martinelli there should have passed or drove with the ball. And like you said, man, it's the new Premier League. They're going to add 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes on. So we're going to have to hang on. Be strong. Tomiyasu puts out for throwing. I'm nervous right now. Absolutely nervous. Forest bring on Alanga. Rips us to bits with his pace. David Johnson's in the crowd as well. Jeez, they got be a former... He's obviously Brennan Johnson's dad. He's bringing off Martinelli for Gabriel. So you're basically just saying we're going to hang on for a 2-1 now. So we're just going to defend. Not happy. Not happy. Arteta should have managed the game differently. Should have freshened it up when it was flat. Give us an opportunity. And now we're hanging on. Awoniyi scores. Alanga gets the assist. 2 players they brought on. You know? But, hey. And Havertz is still on the pitch. Not saying he's had a terrible game. He's not influencing the game at the moment. And he hasn't done all second half, really. A couple good challenges. Here's Awoniyi in the penalty area. Don't stick a leg out. They're appealing for a penalty. Ref says get up. Jeez, they're going to do a VAR check for a penalty on Trossard. I think he wins the ball, but what on earth are we doing? Needed to be ruthless and score a 3rd or 4th. Now we have given them hope. Here we go. Here's Kai Havertz. Left-hand side, whipped in by Havertz. Saka! Oh, it's saved. Would have been a lovely goal there. Tries the little Carnu back flick. But I'm still nervous because they're on the break. They're on the break. Given away, and he wins it back there. What is going on? Why does StreamYard keeps crashing and then all of a sudden I just miraculously come back on the screen? 3 minutes to go. We needed to finish him off. Now we are hanging on. It's poor. It's poor. There was no need for this situation. Here come Forest. Havertz sign it. Listen. It's collective. I can't even just blame him. The manager should have changed things. It was obvious the game was flat. Forest on the ball. 2 minutes to go. Growing in confidence. Mesut Havertz. Listen, Havertz was unbelievable on the ball. Here's Odegaard. Keep the ball. Make them chase after it. You give them the ball, they're going to think they can score. Here's Deckers. Does well. Keep possession. Under 2 minutes to go, but they're gonna offer, they're gonna probably 6, 7 minutes time added on. Partey nearly gave it away. Odegaard does well. Great footwork. Finds Partey. Keep the ball. Be patient. Wait for the opportunity to present itself. Gabriel is on at centre-back. Now, Forest are making another 2 changes. So they're going for it. They've got nothing to lose now. Everything to gain. Here's Declan Rice. Finds Partey. We've got to be patient. Finds Saka. 1v1 with Williams. Down this right-hand side for Arsenal. Can he take him on? Cuts inside. Finds Odegaard. Odegaard, have a shot. Oh, he does well. Oh, looking for Ben White. That's a great tackle by Williams. We got to be careful. Saliba, don't get turned. Forest look dangerous on the break. I've got to be honest, I don't like it. Win the header. Gabriel, it's up in the air. Ben White, what are you doing? Just head it to Saliba. Awoniyi, a lot of strength there. And it's a throw-in to Forest, and they're making a double change. I'm nervous. There's no way we should be in this situation. Chet Kouyate's coming on, former Crystal Palace player. And Chris Wood's coming on, former Newcastle striker. So you know what they're going to do now with Awoniyi and Chris Wood? They're just going to smash crosses into the box. Alfred said Saka has to take a yellow card on Alanga at the midfield. Timber usually would be back there to stop the count with his pace. Seen it in pre-season. Collectively, we were all over the place defensively. Brio said sub Havertz out. He's going to get 90 minutes, bro. He ain't taking him off. NFC are using the melanin method. Ball over the top, looking for Havertz. Havertz could be in. Havertz one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, tackled By Aurier. Oh, man, I thought he was going to score. They were saying, was it handball? He needs to get the shot off. It's good pace. He outruns Bolly. Was it handball? I mean, possibly hit his arm. You know, we need a hunter card in FIFA. I think he may have been handball anyway. He's limping around now. The thing is, the ref hasn't given handball. The ref's given the corner for the clearance. So, corner. Can we finally score from a corner? Odegaard to whip one in. Whips it in. It's a nice corner. It's headed away. We haven't won hardly any corners whatsoever. Now, how long has been added on? We're already a minute into the time added on. I didn't even see how much was added on. They're not showing it on the screen here. My volume, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Not happy about that. This ain't champagne football at all. This is, you know, Stella Artois football. I'll be happy with a 2-1 win now. Listen, it is opening day, but 2-0, you score the third, it becomes an easy game. We didn't score it. Ball over the top, looking for Odegaard. It's cleared up the line. Throw into Arsenal. We're a minute and a half into the 7. And Forest are starting to make noise now. Free kick to Forest, edge of the area. Saka fouls him. I just cannot believe that we haven't given ESR a run out. No one. No one. Surely ESR could have come on. Ben White gets booked. Yellow card. 7 is the new 4 minutes. You're right. Ball over the top. Havertz could be in. Turner comes out for it and collects it. We're worried about hanging on at home to Forest. Listen, at this stage, anything can happen. One long ball into the area, anything. Saka has been given man of the match, although he's just fouled Williams. Saka wins man of the match with TNT Sports, formerly BT Sports. Cliffo said ESR will leave in January. Omar, Curtis, explain to me why we're always complacent when we go 2-0 up. I don't know. We should be looking for the third. Declan Rice. Here's Chris Wood. Rice does well. Trossard wins the ball back. Can we hit them on the break? He does well there. What a run. Check Kayate. He's got his arm across. Trossard's done really well there. Has he got any support? He has. Odegaard. Havertz on the overlap. Hits one. It's blocked. Comes back out to Tomiyasu. 3 minutes gone of the 7. Tomiyasu, you've got to do better there, although he's won a throw-in. They're looking tired. That was good play by Trossard there. Really good run. Runs half the pitch. Gets us up the pitch. Shot by Odegaard. Goes out for a throw. I'm disappointed with the way this game is ending. I've got to be honest. People might say, you know, first game, never going to be easy as long as we win. I just think you've got to show more control of the situation, you know. You shouldn't be 2-0 up. Havertz there is brought down. He gets a free kick. Cooper's fuming. It was a soft free kick, but we'll take it. Trossard has false 9. The Timber injury had an effect. It did. But we need to learn to deal with that, you know. We need to learn to deal with that. We've got enough players. Free kick to Arsenal. 3.5 minutes gone. Why is Trossard not starting? We were saying it from the start. Maybe he'll start the next game, but... Kamani said, Odegaard is my man of the match. He's been everywhere. I think he's had a great game. Him and Saka. Trossard. Love that. Oh, no. They've won it back, though. Oh, Iwanye keeps it in. Gabriel, concentrate on the ball. Oh, he's got the bozo gene at times, Gabriel. Gives away a needless free kick. What are you doing? He's having a wrestling match with Iwanye. Now they got a free kick. They're going to put Chris Wood, Iwanye, all the big players. It's so stupid. You do not give away a foul there. Check Kayate. They've got Land of the Giants. Absolutely stupid from Gabriel. He's on the halfway line, back to goal. Just stand him up and he grabs him. Free kick to Forest. If they score, I lock the stream off. My head's gone. 2.5 minutes to go. Gibbs White whips it in. It's headed away. Comes out to Kiyate, shoots, it goes over. Jeez, he didn't catch that volley very well. Pathetic defending from Gabriel. Saka's down on the floor. He's not going to take him off, is he? I mean, he's literally just pushed him to the floor, McKenna. Surely that would have been disallowed if they even scored from that. But it is what it is. Jeez, the title challenge? Yeah, people putting fake scores. Don't do that. My timer stops at 90, unfortunately. Saka's limping, but as long as he can walk, he ain't coming off. Let me ban these fake scores. There's no goal. Don't worry. Still 2-1 to Arsenal. Free kick to Arsenal as well. Gabriel, I don't know what he was doing. Man, them look tired. Havertz is knackered 3 games a week. It's going to be a long season, bro. We are hanging on at home. What the hell is this? You put him in 10 minutes to go when we're under pressure. That's pathetic player management. We should have made changes when we had more control of the game, you know. That's the disappointing thing. Even though it was flat, it clearly needed someone else. 4 minutes of panic stations, not what we expected. Look, they've got a free kick in their half, and they've pushed everyone into the area. No fake scores, please. We've got a minute to go. Matt Turner smashes it into the Arsenal penalty area. Tomiyasu doesn't win it. Odegaard does well. Finds Trossard. These men have got game intelligence. Don't just smash the ball away. Try and keep it. And then Trossard smashes it up the pitch. Go on, Deck. Go on. Go on, Deckers. Hunt him. Oh, good play. Gibbs White. Oh, nearly an own goal. Turner collects it. 15 seconds to go, people. Turner carrying the ball up the pitch. He's going to smash it into the Arsenal half. This is the last chance of the game. Headed away. Rice, you got to get there. Doesn't get there. Forest have the ball. Given away to Havertz. Can we score? 4 against 3 for Arsenal. Havertz. Saka on the overlap. Here's Saka. Moves into the area. Odegaard, edge of the box. Bends it. Yo! Puts it wide. That should be full time. Blow the whistle, ref. We've seen enough. Surely. It looks like that guy's saying to Arteta, 1 more minute for the stoppage. We should have scored there. 1 more minute left for the stoppages. 1 minute to go, people. How on earth are we in this situation? Great header. Thomas Partey, I think, has had a very good game, by the way. We've got, what, 10 seconds to go if it's 1 more minute. Williams hammers it long. Tomiyasu wins the header. Forest head it back. It's nervy. Tomiyasu does well. It's a throw-in. He blows the whistle. Full-time whistle goes. And Arsenal win the game by 2-1. A very interesting end to the game. I've got to be honest. I'm kind of just relieved that we won the game in the end. I don't actually think... I think second half, there's question marks. I know we're going to talk about first game of the season. I know we're going to say the players aren't fully fit. But when you're playing 3 games a week, which we're going to be from the start of September, you've got to manage your team and squad better than that. I take the 3 points. Two good goals. Second goal was outrageous. First one was a brilliant assist. But learn from today, Mikel. Don't wait until you feel you have to make a sub. Do it when the game needs it. We needed a change after 60 minutes. He should have brought Trossard on. You know, you've left Havertz on the pitch for the whole 90. ESR doesn't get no game time today. We then get rinsed on the counter-attack and concede. You know, you've got to manage better. We won the game. We would have all taken a win before the game, but it was nervy. You've got to learn how to kill teams off at home. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Unfortunately, I can only put 4 players. So who was your man of the match today for Arsenal? I'm trying to think of the 4 candidates. I'll go Saka, who got the man of the match on the TV. I'll go Martinelli, who I thought wonderful assist. I'll go Martin Odegaard, who I actually think bossed the game. I would probably... I thought Rice and Partey did really well as well. Let's go with Rice. Just because he's new, we're trying to boost confidence. If you think it was somebody else, just write it in the comments. I actually think Thomas Partey had a really good game as well. Some of you saying Saliba. Disappointed that we conceded. That second half put a dampener on the victory for 2 reasons. Timber gets injured and we end up hanging on to the victory. If we're going to win the title, we've got to learn to kill teams off. 2-0 needs to turn into 3-0. 2-0 is always dangerous. You concede, they can always get another one. 3-0, you don't often see teams come back from 3-0 against good sides. A lot of you are being critical of Havertz in the comments. I'm in the same position with Havertz that I was when we signed him. I'm just going to be patient. Smith Rowe talking with Alanga and Gibbs White. Obviously, he played with Gibbs White in the under-21s. Smith Rowe should have got game time today off the bench. I think once Timber got injured, we looked quite flat. We didn't look quite the same. Vegas Gunner said, this guy's going to die on that Havertz hill. It's like playing 10v11. Marco said, why can we never score in the second half? It's a good question. JW, balance, lads. Keep the positivity. Also focus on the negative. Balanced mindset goes a long way. You're right. You're right. S. Runny, Arsenal fans prepare for an emotional roller coaster. It's going to be. And Concon said, Hazard played well, sick of the toxic fan base. I thought he was quiet. I thought he had an average game. He got into a couple of good situations. We need a little bit more from him. That's for sure. I'm not going to hammer him. We definitely need more. I do feel a bit guilty that I didn't put Thomas Partey in that 4 as the vote, because I actually think Partey had a really, really good game. But listen, let's focus on the positives. There were some good individual performances today. Eddie got a goal. Thought Martinelli was excellent. Saka was fantastic. Scored one of the best goals you'll see this weekend. I thought Odegaard was instrumentally bossed the game. Thought Partey and Rice were dominant in midfield. They did nothing through the middle of the pitch. Thought Timber looked solid. Saliba looked good. Ben White did pretty well as well. There is positives. We got to build. First game of the season. We're not there yet. It's all about getting better and better. Man City tend to start slow, although they didn't start slow yesterday. So I think Arteta, congratulate the team how they did the first half, but the second half, definitely, you've got to question it. If you're trying to win the league, you've got to be constructive when things aren't quite working perfectly. So we're not here to be overly critical, that's for sure. We've won the game. But I don't want to see Arsenal in situations where they're 2-0 up in complete control and they end up hanging on at the end of the game. Control the game, win the game, and then you can bring subs on, because he probably wanted to bring on Fabio and Jorginho and that, but he couldn't because the game became very tight at the end and we had to hang on. But is what it is. 3 points in the bag, and very happy that we have won today's game, people. I'm going to round up there. It's been a long stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll be back on tomorrow. We may do a watch-along for Liverpool-Chelsea tomorrow. I'll see about that. I'll let all you know. Keep your notifications on. 80% possession. I would probably go Saka or Thomas Partey or Odegaard as man of the match. I think them 3 were the standout players for me. Havertz, first competitive game. Let's be patient, people. We have no choice. We have no choice. Let's hope that Timber's injury is not too bad. Thank you very much for tuning in. Big up your damn selves. 3,250 of you in the chat. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. We won the game 2-1. It's 3 points in the bag. We move on to the next one. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.